You are listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair and Mazz in the midday.
In the midday.
Es le midday.
SDS. Midday. Shout out Jonathan.
Yeah. Jonathan. No,
Shout out Match Week.
Match Week was not even fully here this week. No Besmir. It was here, Mazz. You did all right.
I have an official sweatshirt. Shout out Artie.
Yeah, shout out
Mazz on Match Week. That's my sweatshirt.
Well, you heard the entire debacle a little bit earlier about Artie's trek through Europe.
I love Artie, but that was the never-ending story. And
yeah,
I was just like,
part of me
Artie,
was like, Artie, let's get the soccer talk already, buddy.
I was just like, Artie, I love you. However, I know I knew the highlights of the story. And not only did he give me, what's up with this mic stand? What's going on here? And there we are. That was ridiculous. Did you see that?
It was just it was clicking. I'm like, what is he doing?
It was just slowly. I didn't want to just have the big ant sound, but here we are. If anybody heard that, that's not on me. That's not on me. I didn't break this.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you ever see the?
There you go.
Have you ever seen the? Oh man, who came and talked to us? Help me out here. I was starstruck, and I can't even think his
Don
name.
LaGreca?
Thank you. Have you ever seen the Don LaGreca rant of when he's just
I saw Don LaGreca rant last week.
There's always a Don LaGreca rant.
Yeah, it was on Joey
But
Gallo.
the mic breaks, right? And he's just this piece of garbage, and he just throws the microphone. It is fantastic, okay? All you got to do is go on YouTube.
I'm sure if we broke a mic here at WMSC,
I would cry.
We would have a bill at our doorstep.
I would cry.
Within 24
100%.
hours.
I couldn't afford it. Don LaGreca can afford it if he breaks something at the ESPN studios. I cannot here at the beautiful 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, the voice of Montclair State Studios. I don't even know what they're named after. There's a guy in the hallway that paid for this whole thing. Shout out whoever he is. I'm going to go find out what his name is real quick.
We need to give that guy a hug.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
All right. So today's Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. You're listening at Mazz in the Midday. Anthony Cafone, Brandon Morazzo, Connor Cupid here on another edition. Actually, welcome to the dead day in sports. Actually, Mazz is
the dead day in sports.
Mazz is now locked out. Hold on. There
He's not locked out anymore.
Today is actually the only day in the calendar year when there are no Big Four sports. So the All-Star game happened yesterday for MLB fans out there.
Oh.
There's no baseball today because it's usually the day after the All-Star game. There's no. What are you doing, Mazz?
I had to get his name.
All right. So he was walking out of the studio a bunch of times trying to figure out his name. What was his name?
His name is Michael Price, and the only reason why I went back because it said 81, and I didn't know if that was the class of 81 when he graduated.
Class of 81.
I'm assuming, but shout out Michael Price for paying for this entire. The guy was a producer for The Simpsons. I think he was on F is for Family with Bill Burr.
Legend.
Legend.
Michael Price.
His claim to fame
Price
for me.
is right.
The claim to fame for me is paying for the studio because this is where I get to come and
do what we do.
Spiel my garbage.
Yep.
All right. So, like I was saying before, today is the dead day in sports. So the MLB All-Star game happened yesterday. Today there's no sports because there's no baseball today because they usually have a day off after the All-Star game. No, nothing's going on. No basketball. We're off season. Football's off season. Hockey's off season. So this is the only day.
This is the worst day in America.
The worst day if
in
you were a
America.
sports fan, July 20th, 2022, because there is no sports happening today, unless there's probably some soccer, I guess.
I'm trying to find out if there's some soccer going on right now.
Because that would be the only sport. It's not even American sports. There's no North American sports happening today.
Oh, excuse me, sir. You are disrespectful. 12 o'clock p.m., the Seattle Storm take on the Chicago Sky on NBA TV.
Got you.
We got sports.
Got you.
We got sports.
All right, we got sports.
Okay.
Got you.
We
Sorry
had no
about
clue. We apologize
So
for
the
that
tip-off
one.
just happened 6 minutes ago.
We also have a bunch of... I'm going to be honest, we have a bunch of teams I've never
I'm talking
even
about the
heard
Big
of
Four
playing.
sports leagues, though.
Yeah, no.
MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, nothing's happening today.
Nothing. There's not even an MLS game today, I think.
Yeah, because
That's
isn't it
what
But we
Well,
have...
playoffs?
Listen, we have WNBA, but I'm going
But
to be
you
honest.
have midday. You have midday.
You have midday. We're
Yes.
here. This is what
This
we
is
do.
your sports content for today.
I mean,
That's
we
perfectly
have
fine. We
sports
got so
content.
much.
This is why we prepare week in and week out. Connor's making spreadsheets. If you believe that, I have a bunch of stuff to sell you. Okay.
Dude, I haven't opened Excel in
Connor
years.
just shows up, sees what we have planned out, and he goes, you know what?
I
No,
freestyle.
I'm
I
ready.
freestyle.
I
You know what I mean?
love
I go in
Connor.
cold to every show and just freestyle.
Connor
up
goes
the dome.
into Ant and Mazz in the midday the way that I go into match week. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll
just
figure it
cold.
out when we get to
just
it, you
cold
know?
and run through.
But here's the thing, though, right? I mean, this is honestly what happened for the day. A little story here, not as long as Artie.
Okay.
We planned this show because we've been busy throughout the week. We planned it last night. I went out for Taco Bell, and we planned the entire show on my time to the Route 10 Taco Bell, which is about 10 minutes from my
It was
house.
7 cars deep, that drive through.
7 cars deep. I got out of there pretty fast, though. Let's be honest.
Taco Bell's usually not that efficient.
The
one time I was only the second person in line. It took me like 6 minutes to get my Taco Bell.
Yeah, no, I got it pretty fast, and then I came home. We were talking about the show. I got home. I was eating my Taco Bell, and we planned the show.
And we were also posing each other some pretty philosophical questions about $440 million.
We can't talk about that, but let me just tell you, there isn't much I wouldn't do. You know what? Let's start there. That's it. Yeah. $440 million. Juan Soto. Is this it? Start with it. Go ahead. Your new segment.
All right. I'll leave that for a little bit later when we do get to...
If it's him, give it to me now. Right.
So, we remember we introduced Dog of the Week last week. Any player that got that dog in him for the week gets this special shout-out on the show. Today, Juan Soto deserves Dog of the Week. I mean, seriously. The Nationals came at him with a 15-year, $440 million contract. He would be by far the highest-paid player in baseball history.
And what did he do?
He turned it down.
Woof.
Unbelievable.
Can hit me with a dump?
A what?
A bump?
Like a bonk?
Thank you.
I'm calling him a dog for that. You're calling him a schmuck?
No, he's not a schmuck, but like I can't. Fellas, there's not much that I wouldn't do for $440 million. Let me put it that way.
Listen, he believes that much in himself.
The fact that you have that much self-confidence,
yes,
to turn down 440. I mean, dude, I'm having heart palpitations in my seat right now. Like, I can't fathom to you, fellas. I'd move out of the country for 440.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You can tell me you have to move anywhere that I not my choosing, of your choosing. I get 440, I gotta go there. Boom. There's other stuff that we can't speak of. 440, I'm there. I'm signing it. Where do I sign?
Okay. You have to live in Russian Siberia. $440 million.
But you probably have a nice house.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why not? I have 440. I can build a nice house.
I guess. All right, you can build a house. You got to build it, though.
Yeah,
that's fine,
absolutely.
yeah.
In Russian Siberia.
100%.
Yeah.
I'll have a satellite. I'll be good.
Have security, everything.
Are you kidding me right now? 440.
$440 million.
$440 million.
But
I just changed the generational wealth for my family from years to come. Okay? In one move. I did more than all the previous Estevs and Morazos did before me in that one move.
Yeah.
Okay?
Accepting the Soto
The
contract.
Estevs. That's my mom's maiden name.
yeah.
Why can't Soto give me the contract instead?
So
I'll sign it for him.
Yeah, so Juan Soto.
Because you can't hit like Juan Soto.
Listen, have you seen my Chase for 28 film?
I have.
I get on base.
But can you do that against like a DeGrom?
Dude, listen.
I don't know if he
Ant
does
is
it
better
against
than
DeGrom.
DeGrom. Ant is better than DeGrom.
I was one of the best slow pitch softball
And
pitchers.
just like that, we lost our Mets viewership. Thanks a lot, fellas.
Yes! I don't want Mets viewership anyway.
Back to Soto. He turns down this contract, and you know what he does? He goes down and wins the home run derby the very next night.
He flies himself out to the home run derby.
The Nationals don't even pick up his tab for the flight.
He's out, right? That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't pick up the tab for the flight. He's got to be gone.
The Nationals offer him this contract. Soto turns it down, pretty much saying he's not coming back.
Basically a big, you know what, to the club.
Yeah, the Nationals say, all right, that's the highest offer we're giving him. If he doesn't want to take it, he's not coming back. So there are now talks that Soto is now in trade negotiations with other teams.
So here's my question for you, Mr. Baseball, Anthony Cafone. Who's going to be able to afford this guy? There's only 4 teams that come to my mind. All right, I'm thinking about a Dodgers. I'm thinking about a Padres. I'm thinking about a Yankees. And I'm thinking about a Mets.
The Marlins.
Stop it.
This kid really thinks he's...
Stop it.
No, they won't do that.
All right. Well,
I mean, if they were actually good, maybe somebody would care. Maybe you'd want to go there. This kid seems like he wants to win, and he wants to get paid while doing it. Out of those 4 teams, do they seem unrealistic to you first, yes or no?
No, none of them seem unrealistic, but I'm just going to say the Padres are the team right now that I've seen that have been making the most aggressive push to get Soto. And let me get this straight. If you are trading a guy like Soto, you want a big haul, probably the biggest haul in baseball history.
Time out. That's where I was getting to. What does this bag for Soto look like to you?
If it's to like the Padres want to pair Soto up with Tatis.
Yeah.
San Diego wants Soto, and the Nationals want Tatis, which is not unrealistic. You're trading one great young superstar. You want another great young superstar in return who's already proven. I mean, the Padres have a really good farm system. I think it's top 5 in baseball right now. They could definitely expunge a lot of those prospects. 'Cause here's the thing with prospects. They're not given. No prospect is going to be a surefire guy.
I mean, dude, we sit here and talk about Volpe all the time for the
Yeah,
Yankees.
is Volpe? We don't know if
Is
Volpe's
Volpe
going to
be the next Jeter? I don't know.
No one knows.
Okay, I
He
doubt
could
it.
be.
He could be, but I
more
doubt
than
it.
likely he's not.
Yeah, he's probably going to fall short of those expectations. You know what Soto is, so you got to make the deal happen if you can. But here's the thing: if I'm the Padres, the only thing that's untouchable, is Tatis and Machado.
And Machado?
Yeah, I want to pair it. I'm going
Here's the
all
thing.
in.
I'm sorry, but
I don't know if
it's
it gets
between
done.
Tatis and Soto, I'm taking Soto.
So you're giving up Tatis for Soto?
Yes.
That's
not a bad idea.
I
would do it.
hate it.
Listen, Soto's younger.
Yep.
Soto's got more contact ability. Plays
And
better
what-
defense.
Yep.
And what's the best ability, Max? I said Max.
Mazz.
Who is Max? I was
Sorry,
getting
Mazz
Mazz.
a 1Z, sorry.
I was.
Mazz
It's
a 1Z.
two Z's, you
Mazz a 1Z.
disrespectful. I'm walking out of here.
What's the best ability?
It's availability. I know. And
Exactly.
Tatis has the injury history. You guys beat me to it. All right, but I don't know if I'm giving up a Tatis necessarily. I don't think they have to give it up. That's the thing. I think they're looking to move him at the deadline, and if they're the ones who's being more aggressive, I mean, what's going to be more aggressive? If no one's being more aggressive than me, then I have the power, right? In terms of when it comes to making these deals.
Here's the thing.
So why do I have to give up Tatis? I don't.
The Nationals
They won't
right
have to
now, I believe, need to trade him at this deadline. As the mic stand of Mazz continues to just creak.
I apologize.
No, but
You guys got me standing up over the 1Z. You did this. But anyway,
the Nationals need to move Soto at this deadline. That's the key. Because the longer you wait to trade Soto, the less of a return you're going to get for him. So you're not going to wait until next year to trade Soto. He still has 2 more years of control after this. So that's why they're thinking premium haul, because he's still 23, and you have 2 more years of team control before he is a free agent again. So right now, the Nationals are in the move to move Soto, and that's why they are asking for so much in return.
now, okay, so you think it's going to take Tatis from the Padres. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Nationals want Tatis.
So here's my question to you. All right, let's run through this. What do you think it would take necessarily from the Yankees?
So for the Yankees, if they were to get Soto, I think Gleyber Torres has to be on the table.
Okay, but what else?
I think Volpe,
Fair.
Dominguez,
Oh, ooh, okay.
and then you probably have to throw in 2 or 3 other top 10 prospects.
You think they're going to want another player, an established player on top of that?
In the Yankees organization, maybe they could throw in like a reliever or something to throw for the Nationals bullpen, like a Wandy Peralta. I could definitely see on the move as well. But also, the Nationals are also trying to package is Patrick Corbin.
Oh, because he's awful, man.
And he has a huge contract. He's been bad for the last 2 years.
He's awful.
And he's got a huge contract. So if the Nationals could get a huge prospect haul and dump a Patrick Corbin contract on a team like the Yankees or the Padres, that's a win in their eyes.
Will Corbin even be in the Yankees rotation? No. So they just be paying a bunch of money for a AAA guy.
Here,
Why
so
not?
right now the Padres' top prospects. Like I'm looking right now just to see like who would be on the table. I mean, they have this guy Robert Hassell III, who's an outfielder, and he's very good. And then they got a few other guys in their sort of like farm system that could potentially be, a top guy in the league. So
Fair.
if the Padres come at me with a deal like Tatis and then like 3 top 5 prospects, and then maybe they throw in like a pitcher like I don't know, Yu Darvish maybe.
I was literally going to say you, Darvish.
I'd take that deal.
Yeah. Now, what about the Mets, right?
Mets, they're never trading the Mets.
You don't think so?
Why would you trade one of the best players in the game to your division
team in your
rival?
division.
But
yeah.
here's the thing that I would.
And the Mets
here's
don't
what
have
I'm pros in here.
Okay.
And you're gonna hit me with an inconceivable and unacceptable over here.
Okay.
He's getting ready.
Okay, they're ready.
This is I'm out here now. I'm out in space, and I don't even believe this myself. I'm just floating the idea, because we know that there's a certain pitcher who might not get a deal done.
Oh my
DeGrom
God.
for Soto, straight up.
I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think it's happening.
I don't think it's happening either. But if you're in the power and they offer Soto for DeGrom straight up, do you pull the trigger?
Do it. They're winning
Absolutely.
games without him anyway.
You got to do it.
If you're either the Mets or if you're the Nationals.
If you're the Mets.
If I'm the Mets, I'm doing that deal all day.
You're winning games without DeGrom already. and then you just put Soto on top of what they have right now.
Exactly.
No, but here's the thing: the
Boom.
Nationals are probably going to want more. They're not just going to want DeGrom.
Fair.
They're probably going to want like 3 or 4 prospects, and I don't know if the Mets are going to willing.
DeGrom and 3 prospects. Whoa, now listen.
Dude, he's 23.
Yeah, but you're talking about the
And he's
best
one of-
pitcher in baseball when healthy. Emphasis on when healthy.
Yes.
That's also the problem. He's not healthy. He hasn't been
Let's
healthy for a
act
full
like
season.
let's act like Soto hasn't had a little injuries here and there.
He really hasn't.
Has he not?
Not to my knowledge. I don't think
Oh
so.
my God! You know who I'm thinking? I'm a schmuck.
What were you thinking
I'm
of?
thinking the dude on the Braves, dude.
Acuna?
Thank you.
But I'm saying, like,
That's different,
Soto's
yeah.
been healthy.
My bad.
DeGrom's been pretty injured for the last 3 seasons. He'll be on and off the IL.
Yeah.
So I think the Mets would have to throw in more in order
Yeah,
to
they
get a
probably
guy
have
like
to throw
Soto.
more. But if they were dumb enough to accept it, oh man, I'd be crying tears.
Fair.
And then also, I just don't think the Nationals would trade him to the Mets.
No, they also
And also
yeah,
the Mets, outside the ground, they really don't have a great farm system right now at
Yeah.
the moment. It's okay. Not, top 10, but
So, lastly, the Dodgers, who scare me the most. If Soto goes to the Dodgers, I'm done watching baseball. You heard it here. I'm sick of this. It's like they get everybody. Everybody and their mother ends up in Los Angeles for the Dodgers. They could literally do anything. They could give up whatever they want, and they still have the rest of the roster to be fine.
I don't know who they have to give up, though. I mean, their prospect system's very good. It's always been good. It's the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They finance a lot into their prospect in their farm system. Right now, I think they're sitting closer to, like, the 8-9 range in terms of, like,
Did
farm
they have to
systems.
give up Trey Turner in that deal or something
Trey
like that?
Turner, I feel like you'd have to throw in a guy like Mookie.
Okay, hold on.
thinking Mookie for like
but will the Dodgers do something like that? Will they do that?
If they feel like they're not getting over the hump, that is the World Series, absolutely. They're the Dodgers. They make big money moves. They acquire everybody.
One team that I've also been hearing could be a sleeper pick to get Juan Soto, dark horse, Baltimore. Baltimore has the number 1 farm system
Lord.
right now in baseball.
Congratulations. It'd be Manny Machado 2.0, just wasting the career doing nothing in that weird
Dude, they are winning
organization.
with the lowest payroll in baseball
That's
right now.
all right, dude. They're not going to sustain it. They're going to sell it. They're going to pull a Marlins and sell everybody off the second they're at their highest peak.
Listen now. Okay.
I said
That
it.
was different.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Different ownership.
Tell me I'm wrong.
But they're gone now.
But
Those people
tell
are
me
gone.
that's not what they
No,
were
that's
doing.
What happened, yes.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. If
Soto's going to be wasted.
Baltimore's got some leeway. They have some great prospects. They have Adley Rutschman that just came up. He could be a part of that deal. Jorge Lopez, one of the best closers in baseball this season.
It kind of came out of nowhere, but yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, like, Baltimore's got some pieces to
But
move, and they could
But
put.
Washington don't need a guy like Lopez. You know what I mean? Like they want a guy
Why?
for the future. A guy like Jorge Lopez could go to a team that needs to win now. Because he's a closing pitcher. The bullpen is important. Like, what's Washington going to do with a closer that's going to help them so much right now? You know what I mean?
I mean, he's pretty young. He's not an old guy.
I
But I'm just saying, Baltimore could trade for Juan Soto, and he could be the cornerstone of that franchise for the next 15 years.
I just feel like it would be like Miguel Cabrera in Detroit. It's wasted.
What do you mean? Miguel Cabrera went to 2 World Series.
With
Did
the
he
Marlins,
win them, though?
With the Marlins, he won one. Not with the
Yeah, he won-
Tigers.
yeah,
But did he win one with the Tigers?
Here's the thing. They didn't waste his career though.
They wasted him.
You're saying Machado? Machado never even been to an ALCS with the Orioles.
He got wasted too.
Cabrera at least went to World Series and just didn't get the job done.
So then, therefore, you wasted the career in my eyes because that is a generational talent.
I don't know, they had Verlander too at that time, and
Exactly.
they were.
Keep making my point, baby. Keep it going.
And
Thank
David
you.
Price.
Keep it moving. Thank you.
I just don't think they wasted his career because he still had a great career and had some postseason success.
Fair. Listen. You got to get him one, dude. Guys like that.
I mean, he has one.
Dude, we're not talking about Nomar Garcia Parra over here, all right? We're talking about guys that are like Miguel Cabrera deserves one, bro.
He got one.
Yeah, I know, but he deserves one with Detroit is what I'm saying.
Nah, he can keep the one with Miami.
Fair.
It's the only one that matters.
Florida.
Oh, yeah, the Florida Marlins at the time.
Florida Marlins at the
Yeah,
time.
That was
but
his rookie season, too.
Here's the thing. I like the Baltimore deal. I like the other teams. I think Soto will be getting moved. That's a situation that needs to be looked at. Trade deadline's what, in 3 weeks?
It's in August, I believe.
Yeah,
Which,
like
3 weeks.
Beginning of August. So yeah, we'll see.
Can we please just talk about how I just mentioned Nomar Garcia-Parra?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Nomar Garcia had a good career.
It is
he
the-
had a steep decline, but he was very
It's my
good.
favorite name of all time.
Nomar.
Nomar Garcia-Parra. Especially in a Boston
Yeah,
accent.
Nomar.
Nomar Garcia-Parra. It's fantastic.
What was that? Garcia Power.
I don't know, dude. I
You put a
kind of
little
like
baby
stuttered
voice
over
on it
there.
with like the little using the R's as W's.
My bad. Isn't that what they do up in Boston?
I don't think they. Put
They don't
R's as
pronounce the R.
W's.
I know that's for sure.
But
Where's he going, boys?
Dude, he's a 6-time All-Star. I am disrespectful.
Where's Soto going?
Nomar.
I don't
Where's
know.
all your
Soto?
picks? Where's your picks?
I mean, where does my heart say? Where does my brain say? Those
do
are two
both.
different
Do
things.
both.
Heart, I want him on the Yankees, of course. Who wouldn't? But
Yeah,
I
of
want
course.
But here's the thing: I'm greedy. I want Stanton and I want Judge there. Anybody else is untouchable for me.
I mean, I don't think Judge will be a part of the deal.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure, but I'm just saying, like, as long as they're there, like, I want Soto there, and even if they're not there, I kind of want Soto, to be honest with you. I don't want to have to, like, there was talks of, if they lose out on Judge, go in on Soto. I want both. I'm being greedy. I'm
Problem
gonna be
is, you might not get another chance at Soto after this trade deadline. 'Cause
Fair.
The team that trades for him more than likely is going to extend him.
honest. Yeah.
So that's why they're saying they go after him now, so you have a fallback plan if Judge leaves.
Fair. Yeah, my heart wants the Yankees. My brain, oof, the Dodgers.
I like San Diego
Oh,
right now
no.
because I just like how San Diego's probably been at the forefront of these negotiations. Here's the thing. A Soto deal is definitely scary to most teams. You are giving up your future pretty much
Yeah.
for one player.
My brain-
It's scary. I mean, I understand, like, you don't want to just, like, rush into this. But San Diego looks like they are willing to do it, and I think San Diego will probably be the team that gets it done.
My heart is anything but the Mets. And my brain, I think the Yankees could do it. Why not? Because with the Padres, will they be willing to get rid of Fernando? That's kind of questionable. You know what I mean? And we still don't know. They're both young superstars. That's kind of a giant gamble on who will be better in something amount of years.
I don't want to give up Tatis for Soto. To
I don't
be
know if
honest
they'll
with
do
you.
it.
I do it.
I mean, like, Tatis is one of the most fun guys in baseball. Like, he's no slouch. Let's be honest.
The
He does-
Yankees have the farm system for it.
yeah.
I think they can do it.
But just looking at Tatis, I mean, I wouldn't want to not, like, I'd want to pair them if I'm being honest. You know.
Of course. That's every team's
That's
interest.
best case scenario, of course. But just straight up, I mean, somebody's gonna end up regretting that. And I
Yeah.
mean, you already have. I mean, it's not like Tatis is bad.
Yeah.
No.
You know, like Tatis is
He was
great.
an MVP frontrunner.
That's what
last
I'm
year.
saying. Like, he's phenomenal. It's just the age and the injury history that's why you would lean towards Soto. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Is there anything else outside of that has like Soto way above
I
him?
mean, Tatis has a history of playing bad defense. He's not a great defensive guy. They had to move him to the outfield because he wasn't really a great shortstop at the defensive end. I think he led the league in errors for like the first.
Oh, hey, DH him.
Yeah, but yeah, he'd literally just be a DH for you.
Yeah,
Soto at least can play the field, which is a plus.
fair.
You
Yeah,
want a guy to do all facets of the game and can do it at a high rate, but also doesn't have the injury history. I'd choose Soto over Tatis right now.
I'm with you. It's just, it's hard, especially if you're in win. Like, listen, if I'm making this move, I'm in win now mode. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
this to have to Mike Trout it. All right, to just have possibly the best player in the league. All right, of his generation, and just do nothing with it. All right,
mean, the
I'm trading
Padres
for
would
this,
pair
and
him
I
with
want to get
Machado.
glory. I want glory all day long. It's not like Ohtani ain't there with the Angels, right?
Yep.
You need more than that. You can't just have two great players and everybody else be okay around it. You
Padres
go
have
get
great.
it.
They have a good pitching staff.
Yes.
They have a solid bullpen, and they got guys like Cronenworth, who's still playing well on the side. They don't just have those two guys. The Angels, their problem is they don't have any. They've had some good pitching this year, but outside of Trout and Ohtani, no one is hitting in that lineup. At least the Padres have guys like Cronenworth, who's hitting decently well. Luke Voigt's in that lineup right now. Austin Nola. They have guys who can hit. It's just they need to move on from a guy to get an upgrade. That's what it is.
You think they have to move on from him, though? I think they get the deal done without it.
Without Tatis,
Yeah, I think
I don't think it's happening.
We'll see. It's definitely coming at the trade deadline. But moving along here.
Moving along, last night, 92nd Midsummer Classic happened in L.A. All the baseball's brightest stars were out and about doing what they usually do. It was a pretty close game for most of it. I mean, the NL
Yeah.
scored 2 runs in the first inning. I think Mookie Betts had an RBI single.
2 runs in the first?
Yeah.
I know, Mookie drove in Acuna on like the 7th pitch of the game for the
Yeah,
NL.
Shane McClanahan looked really nervous in the early going of that game, man.
He got a little.
Can we talk
little
about the
rocked.
big headline of that game? My boy Bomb Carlos Stanton taking home the MVP with the game tie-in 2-run homer.
I was like, yes.
Blasted one into orbit.
454.
I was like, yes.
Blasted one into orbit. Bomb Carlo dropping another bomb on the baseball field. Gotta love it. That is, dude, his swing. That was actually the first time where like he swung and it looks like he was actually trying for me. You know, I was just like, whoa. Like,
Tony
I'm not,
Gonsolin, man.
I'm not used to him like choking up like that hard. Like he had some serious grip there. Usually he makes it look so easy. But even him trying makes other guys, like, it still looks effortless compared to other guys.
Dude,
He's
so
a freak of nature.
It's so funny because Tony Gonsolin came into the All-Star break 11-0.
Yeah,
and
he's
then he gets
one
the
loss.
He gets the loss in the All-Star
His
game.
only loss is the All-Star game, which obviously not going to go on his actual record, but it's still funny.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what happens when you got to
Gonsolin,
face the best guys all in one place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
there's
John
no
Car-
breaks
and
in the
then,
lineup.
And then Byron
for him.
Buxton went right back-to-back with him.
That was not even in the zone, too. That was also
Dude,
funny.
yeah, that pitch was like at his eyes, and he was able to just club it and just pull it for home. Like, I'm so high on a guy like Byron Buxton, man. I think if he plays full 162, he is a top outfielder in the game. Like his speed,
of course,
combined with power and his fielding ability, it's just he is literally a 5-tool player.
You got to hope them knees stay, like attached.
Exactly. It's just his injury history is just a problem. Like I think he had the potential to be like a Soto or an Acuna. It's just that unfortunately sometimes some of the great ones don't pan out because of injury history. It really does stink. But yeah, outside like the game itself. Like,
R.I.P. Grant Hill.
I remember in the 9th inning, Diaz was warming up, and they didn't put him in the game, and like, I was like, wow, because the Braves manager Snicker, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't start Sandy. 1, 2. He warmed up Diaz and then didn't put him in the game. They could have put him in the game with to get the last out, and they just like, nope, sorry, you don't get to play in the All-Star game. He flew his entire family out there and everything, and they didn't get to watch him play.
Yeah, I mean you got to fit so many players in the 9-inning game.
True, yeah.
Like now that the All-Star game, I think those rosters have grown like 3 or 4 roster spots in the last few years, which is good. Like you want to give guys recognition, but like you can't get every guy in the game, unfortunately. And so they were making a lot of pitching change in between innings and stuff like that, and it was kind of slowing the game down a little bit. And it's an exhibition game, so
yeah,
you're just happy to be there. I mean, you'd like to play in the game, but like at the same time, you don't really like need to play.
That's a fair point. Yeah, I find it funny he flew his entire family out there for him not to play.
Yeah,
like it's like, man, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
I mean, at least you got a nice little vacation out of it. It happens.
Yeah, but
Good day of baseball, you know.
It was a good game.
The AL won their 9th or 10th in a row.
Yeah, 9th in a row. They've won like 9 in a row and like 24 out of the last like 30.
Gonsolin,
You know,
screwed up.
something else happened at that game that had people I never thought I'd see. Where you had Yankee fans cheering for Big Papi all over Twitter, and thus because he said the 3 words for the Yankees in terms of Aaron Judge, and that is pay that man.
Well, he's also said that about Devers and Bogarts too. Like
Fair.
those guys need to get paid in Boston. But yeah, speaking of Big Papi,
Big Papi.
the man is getting in the Hall of Fame this
Yes!
Sunday.
He deserves it.
Only guy in the class of 2022.
The only?
Yeah.
It's
So-
ridiculously hard to get into that Hall
Yeah,
of
the
Fame.
baseball Hall of
man.
Fame is like the hardest one
I
to get
know
into.
it's the hardest one to get into, but like the only?
So yeah, so usually what the rules for the Baseball Hall of Fame is that
You gotta get like 70...
75%.
75.
He got 77.
He just snuck in there.
Yeah, Ortiz. And Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds.
Well, let's
missed about, like,
preface
10 or
this.
9%.
Let's be honest. There's been some really good players out there who've been linked to the juice that aren't getting in there. And Poppy came out in the report and was linked to the juice, and now here we are. And I got to be honest with you, I'm
Because
fine
he
with
smiled.
it. I'm fine with it.
It's because he was smiling and likable. That's
Dude,
why he's getting
Big
in.
Poppy is
Guys like
amazing.
A-Rod and Bonds, who were cocky and were on the juice, are not getting in. But guys like David Ortiz,
Ortiz
who
deserves it,
smiled and was a good team player, he's getting in.
Are you telling me Ortiz doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
No, he does. For sure.
But he's
I
saying
think
that
all of them
others
deserve
do
to be in the Hall
too.
of Fame.
Listen, they
Ortiz, A-Rod, Barry
Everybody.
Bonds, Roger Clemens, they all deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Listen, we could go through this whole thing, and if anybody kind of, if you disagree, I mean, Bonds, absolutely. I don't care about the juice.
Yeah,
Everybody was on
He
it.
had like 3 MVPs regardless before the juice. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Bonds all day.
He dominated Pittsburgh.
Alex
before he-
Rodriguez was literally the face of baseball for
Yeah.
my entire childhood, it felt like. All right? He should be in it.
Yeah, I think
Clemens should be in it. Give me McGuire, Sosa, all the guys. Put him in it. Big Poppy,
Pete
absolutely.
Rose.
Pete Rose, he wasn't on the juice, but had the betting scandal. Put him in there. He's never been proved to bet against his own team. Okay? He was betting on his team from everything that we know about it. There's nothing wrong with that. He's not throwing games, so where's the harm? Okay?
Yeah.
Put Pete in the Hall of Fame. By the way, that commercial back in the day where like his wife is like, Pete, you know you're not supposed to be in the hall, and he goes, even in my own house, fantastic. If you don't know it, find it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's Dr. Scholl's
Do what
one,
you
yeah.
want with it. It's
Dr. Scholl's
amazing.
commercial. Yeah, but yeah,
And lastly, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Ooh.
Shoeless Joe Jackson, who was part of the, I forget what
Black
year,
Sox
but the
scandal,
Black
Sox
1919.
scandal.
where everybody on the team was throwing the game, but this guy put up the best numbers in the series. So he's clearly not throwing the game. That's not on him. That's like if Ant commits a crime, me and you are gonna get charged with it. Like what? What? Because we're on a
Yeah.
he's part of the squad? Like, no,
Yeah.
that's not how that works. Okay? Like I did nothing wrong. Connor did nothing wrong.
Yes.
Ant should be the only one that's prosecuted, and that's what happened to Shoeless Joe.
get Shoeless Joe in, get Pete Rose in, get
Put
all
him
the
everybody
Royals
in.
guys.
Everybody in.
I'm sick and tired of these
I think
writers.
steroids should have its own little plaque in the hall just for what it did for the game.
I think these writers are just jealous.
Oh, absolutely.
They're jealous.
They want to be.
They're jealous because even if they took the juice, they wouldn't be as good as these guys.
Exactly.
You know, let's be honest. You became a writer because you couldn't make it in the game. That's
Yeah.
why. Listen,
That's why I'm doing this. That's
why we're all doing this.
guys. I'm here on a college radio station because I couldn't make it as a college athlete. All right, let's be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
all know this.
I mean, maybe I could have. I never tried. But that's why I'm here. Let's be honest. And I love being here, and I wouldn't trade it in for anything else. But we're all around sports, in sports, and our life is around sports as media guys because we couldn't make the game our life. All right?
Yes.
So we found another way to make the game our life.
Exactly.
All right? So stop with the hate. Just put them in.
Put them in.
Bums. Schmucks.
Let me just.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are the baseball writers the schmuck of the week?
No, but we'll get to that right now. Why not? All right.
All right, schmuck of the week, real quick.
All right, little preface. Prefix. I don't know how to say it.
Preface,
Anyway,
yeah.
preface. Thank you. Yeah, that was bad. So Mazz goes to the Red Bulls game. The nice little derby between New York Red Bulls and NYCFC. Sitting in the
W.
nosebleeds up in 215. Okay. I'm with my cousins, two of my cousins, my girlfriend, and my cousin's buddy. My sister and brother-in-law were also there. My brother was there. It was like a family event, but we're all over the stadium, right? I'm up in the nosebleeds.
Okay.
There's this family of like 5 sitting in some seats. There's seats all over the place, mind you. I mean, like, it's the most packed I've ever seen Red Bulls ever, but there were still seats, all right? Let's be honest. So, especially there was packed because Red Bulls and NYCFC are number 2 and 3 in the Eastern Conference. And-
NYCFC went all the way, baby.
yeah. Anyway, so there's still some seats, even though like these teams are really good at the time, and it's the most packed I've ever seen Red Bull Stadium. This lady and her husband come up to the nosebleeds, and they go to the family. Mind you, there's seats all around. There's seats. There's 2 seats next to each other, all over the place. This lady looks at him and goes, "In the nosebleeds, you're in my seat." I went, "Are you?" I literally yelled, "Are you serious right now?" She didn't acknowledge me, but she heard me. Okay, she makes them move. I go off on a tangent, things that I can't even say. She didn't say nothing. Her husband didn't say anything to me, so it makes me think that he's less of a man. But anyway, I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying I was chirping at him a little bit. All right, because you're in the nosebleeds. There's seats all around. It's not like it was like, if we're in the VIP section and they're in your seat, I'm with you, all right? You paid good money to be there.
Or if it's packed,
We're
yeah.
in the nosebleeds. They're same seat, same row. There's one below. There was one behind. You could have went anywhere. No, that's my seat. Then what do? They didn't even sit down for 30 seconds. They went and got a beverage.
Schmucks.
Schmucks. Absolute schmucks. You made a whole family have to sit different spots because you needed to sit in those seats. Unbelievable. I don't know where that lady is, but I don't like her. Okay, not a good lady.
You're in my seat. Lady.
You're in my seat, lady. The
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah.
That was weird.
The Karen.
The Karen. That's the ultimate Karen move. Okay? absolute schmuck, and I wish I could say some other things about her, but we can't. Moving on.
Schmuck of the week, the lady at the Red Bulls game who did not get Mazz had to give up her seat for. You know what?
Oh,
lady?
I didn't give up my seat. I wasn't moving. Was not moving. You can go get
Exactly.
security, all right? I mean, if there's that many seats open, okay, and it's literally like the same level of seats, it's not like, VIP section, I'm with you, lady. I'm with you.
Yeah.
We're in the nosebleeds.
We're in the nosebleeds.
I'm literally bleeding up there, all right, from my nose. Okay?
Come on, lady.
That's for her, man.
Congratulations, you're Schmuck of the week.
Congratulations.
She doesn't even know that she's Schmuck of the week.
She played herself.
Hope she's listening right
I hope
now.
somebody finds out. I hope her husband listens, goes home to it, and I hope we lost a viewer because of it, all right? Because I don't want that kind of person listening to my show.
Yeah.
You know what, lady? If you're listening to Mazz in the Midday right now, just turn it off.
Just
we
turn it
don't
off.
want you listening to this.
We don't want you.
We don't want you listening to this radio station right now.
Out of the next one. This radio station's too good for people like that.
Yeah, come on now.
All right, so moving on. We're sticking with baseball here. MLB Draft happened over the week. A lot of big names came out in
The third most favorite draft.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's really
can
not a
we
big
please talk
story.
about how Connor wanted to go so deep into the NHL draft, and I said, Connor, I can't even tell you what channel it will be on tonight, so no. So
good,
any
though.
hockey fans, I'm sorry, but here we are.
Well,
The only
first-
reason
the first two guys who got picked
former
in the
players' sons.
in the MLB Draft were players' sons. Jackson Holliday, the son of former Cardinals first baseman Matt Holliday, Drew Jones, former son of Andrew Jones, and now you're seeing a lot of these guys. Even Carl Crawford's son got drafted in the first round. Former baseball player. A lot of former baseball players' sons are breaking in to these minor league roles. Do you think it's nepotism, or do you think these guys are actually good?
Here's my
Oh, they're
question.
good.
Do you think they're going to outshadow their fathers?
Well, is Vlad
'Cause
outshadowing his father?
No, but
Not yet.
He could.
Is
It's
Bo
possible.
Bichette outshadowing his father?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
Because I didn't even know Bo Bichette had a dad that played.
I think
So,
Kevin
yeah.
Biggio's not outshining Craig
No,
Biggio.
absolutely not.
No.
Depends. Yeah, it depends.
But, I mean, for these guys that just got drafted, I mean, their dads are nobody insane, I feel like, right?
Here's the thing. Jackson Holliday is apparently supposed to be like
A stud.
a stud shortstop who's got, really good numbers when he played in high school, and now I think he's going to be
Shout out fellas in the hallway. I don't know what's going out
Yeah,
there, but
it-
we got
it's
to
a
sorry
lot-
guys.
a lot
We
of
gotta
guys
crowd
out
And
there.
Mazz in the Midday has a fan section.
There's a little dude. They're here for something else. But
They're here for
I
us.
know
They're
that they
here for
can
us.
hear
Come
us
on
right
now.
now. My man's wearing an Islanders hat. Shout out to him, loving the sports. They're probably touring the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a great radio station here. Who's the guy that donated?
Price.
Price, Mark.
Mark Price.
Mark Price. I don't think it's Mark.
No, that's
No, that's a Cavs point guard. That's a Cavs point guard.
Connor, do me a favor. Go check that plaque again. Michael.
No,
Michael Price.
Michael Price.
Michael
Mike
Price.
Price.
There we
Yeah.
go. Mike Price, not Mark Price.
It's Michael.
But back to the
Class
draft.
of 81.
Jackson Holliday, Drew Jones, center fielder from Wesleyan High School. Both these guys came out of high school, man.
And the third pick was Kamar Rocker.
I love that the MLB draft, you could draft high schoolers.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know who I'm rooting for
Bring
more
back
than
high school
anybody?
drafters in NBA.
Oh, I don't know about that.
If a kid's good enough to go right out of high school, let him do it.
No.
Let him do it.
Zion definitely could have done it.
He's the only one I could think of. Since LeBron.
Since LeBron? Dwight
Since
Howard.
LeBron.
Morant definitely could have
Dwight
done
Howard.
it.
Okay, sorry. Since Dwight.
No, I know Lance Stevenson came out of high school, right? OJ Mayo came out of high school.
They were good
role players.
Did you just say Ja Morant?
He totally could have done it, no? You don't
Dude,
think so?
Ja wasn't that big of a player until he got to college.
Well,
No.
that would have been his choice to go. You know what I mean? But guys that could have
No,
done
no,
it.
I'm telling you, Ja's profile was because of what he did in college ball.
RJ could have done it.
It wouldn't have been a good. He would have
I'm
been
telling
a
you,
bust.
though.
Zion's
Bring
the
it
other
back.
one.
Bring it back.
Okay, fair enough. But here's my. Where were we going with this? I just lost.
We're talking about the MLB draft.
The MLB draft with the high schools. Here's the thing, right? I think for here it makes sense because when you're dealing with the NBA draft, those guys are getting thrown right to the wolves, and if you don't make an immediate impact, you're looked at as a bust. Where the guys getting drafted in high school are going to end up in a farm system and built up, and probably we'll see them in 7 years,
Or two.
or two. Yeah. But we're going to see them. There's going to be time for them to grow into the shoes and the glove, and and make an impact. Where that's why you're seeing guys go that young. Otherwise, Shout out to the dude who the Mets didn't draft last year. That was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw in my life.
Didn't draft or didn't sign?
They
Didn't sign. They drafted, but didn't
Kamar
sign.
Rocker, eh?
He was the
Kamar
fifth
Rocker.
pick.
Third overall
From
pick this year.
Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah.
Shout out Kamar Rocker, dude. That was, where's he at? The Texans now?
He's with the Rangers,
Rangers,
yeah.
my bad. Wrong sport, my bad.
Schmuck.
Texas,
My bad.
Texans.
Texas, Texans, Rangers, all over the place. They're the same colors in the same state. Give me a break.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right.
All right, what about
Anyway,
him?
but here's my thing, right? How was that guy, that entire situation where, because of like the medical, we're
Yeah, he
drafting
hid
him,
the
but we're not
injury.
signing him. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely
Wasting
ridiculous.
his time.
No, dude, you should not be allowed to do that. If you draft him, you should have to sign him. That's ridiculous.
I thought also the player doesn't have to sign though.
Yeah,
If they don't
player-
want
No,
to
that's
sign
ridiculous. No. Listen, I'm here for both parties. All right. If you don't sign, you're blackballed from the league. You're never getting in.
That's ridiculous.
No, dude, that's fine with me. You got to sign both of them. This is how we're protecting everybody here. That's ridiculous. I don't want to see no Eli Manning things going on here, all right? Where we're not going to play for the Chargers. We're going to force our way to another team.
John
That's
Elway.
ridiculous.
But the thing is-
I don't want to see the John Elway. That's ridiculous.
Major League Baseball has a safety setup where if a player doesn't sign, you get the pick next season regardless of what it
I don't
was.
care. I don't care. That's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. You pick the guy, sign
But
him.
you were
If
just-
you get
you were
picked,
just
sign
complaining.
the contract.
You were just complaining that the team doesn't have protection. Connor just told you that they get protection for the
No,
next
no,
year's
no, no,
draft.
listen.
And now you're saying, that didn't matter.
No, I'm
Come
telling
on.
you for both. If you get picked, you got to sign the contract. All right? If you pick him, you got to sign him. That's ridiculous.
What do you mean he has to sign the contract? You don't have to sign anything.
No, he should have to sign the contract if you get picked.
That's ridiculous.
Then don't play. You're blackballed.
Okay,
you don't
yeah.
have to be,
That's
you don't have to be a
what they're
professional
choosing
player.
to do. They're choosing to not play.
You
Now, some players-
don't have to play professional baseball. Go do something else. But we're blackballing you from the league.
Some players get picked, but they want to build up their stock more, so they go back to college or something. You know
No,
what
no,
I
no,
mean?
dude. You enter the draft. Well, listen, hold on. Do you
Baseball's
enter the draft
different.
for baseball?
Dude,
No.
Aaron Judge got drafted in like the 27th round by the Oakland A's coming out of high school. Went to college, but was a first-round pick for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yankees.
But here's my question, though. Right? Do you have to declare for the draft?
I don't think you
Like,
do.
I'm-
They could just draft you. They could draft whoever they want.
That is so weird.
That's why these
Baseball
players
is
don't
such a
sign.
weird. Listen, I hate everything about it. All right, I hate everything about this whole draft system.
Look, if that was the case, Russell Wilson would have had to sign with the whatever team drafted him. Kyler would have had
Murray.
to sign
He
with
was
the
a name.
A's.
Yeah, you should have to declare for the draft, dude. That's so stupid.
That's the whole reason why this happens. But
Yeah,
it's
Russell
okay
Wilson's
because
a
the
red,
player.
right?
What?
The red?
What?
Russell Wilson? I think it was a red.
I don't even remember what team it was. I thought he got traded to the Yankees at some
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
right?
he
They
did.
still had his draft rights, which is the funniest part about it.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray, that's the worst one for me. He was the 9th overall selection by the A's.
That's fantastic.
They wasted so much on him there.
Kyler Murray was supposed to be like a generational pitcher, man.
That was what he played in college?
As outfielder and pitcher. I think he
Oh.
did both.
I think
But
I'd
yeah.
rather see him pitching right now.
Then playing quarterback?
I'm just sick of the debacle, dude. It's like we haven't heard much, but it's always just like him whining, and I'm just sick of it.
He's sick of it.
But Kamar Rocker built up his stock 8 spots. Now he's the 3rd overall pick for the Rangers. 4th overall, another high school kid, Tamar Johnson, out of Georgia. 5th overall, the Nationals took.
Oh, it was the Orioles, by the way, in 07 with Russell Wilson.
The Orioles drafted
Yes.
Russell Wilson?
Exactly. Imagine if he would have had to play for the
I remember
Orioles
I remember
instead
the
of
one
winning
year.
Super Bowl.
Me.
Oh,
What happened?
Nothing.
nothing occurred.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened, guys.
He
No.
caught himself. He didn't finish that.
I remember the one year.
the big soup, Connor.
yeah,
the
yeah,
big
Big
soup.
Soup.
the big Campbells. But I remember the one year we played fantasy baseball, and one of your boys drafted Kyler Murray in the
Yeah.
last round of the draft of our fantasy draft.
How long have you guys been doing fantasy baseball?
Just the last
This is
2
last year.
seasons.
Dude, you're acting like you're in this league for 12 years.
No, I remember. I can't just say it. I can't just say something. This kid's just gotta critique
Give
everything.
him the
I say.
onesie. Give
You know
him the
what?
onesie.
For saying that,
Everybody-
there you go.
Thank you.
Okay. I can't just say anything in the studio without being, you sound like you've been in this league for 12
Dude,
years.
I couldn't even stumble over a W without getting called out. You want me to play this violin for you right now?
Play it right now for me.
I'm playing it. It's playing.
What a schmuck.
I'm the schmuck. He's over here.
No,
Somebody,
you have to criticize me at every turn.
that is such a lie.
That is.
I've given you
That is.
more praise in this room than I've critiqued you.
No.
And you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, sir.
No, I just said
Papa
the
Cafone,
one year,
come get your
the one
come
year
get your
we were
kid.
doing fantasy baseball, and then you just go, you sound like you've been doing it for 12 years.
Well, dude, you sound like you were doing
The
it for
weather's
12
nice.
years.
Why you gotta say that?
How's
Papa
everyone doing here?
Cafone, come get this toddler right now.
That was our residential
He needs a bottle.
argument between.
I hope the kids in the hallway enjoyed that
somebody
one.
actually thinks that we're being serious right now.
Like all of them out there.
All of them is like, what's going on in there? You know?
They're all just.
This is Ant and Mazz in the midday. This is what we do.
All right, one last story here for our baseball hour. Trade deadline. We talked a little bit about it a couple of minutes ago.
Hours.
I'm stumbling over my words today.
Got him.
But yeah, the trade deadline's coming up in a couple weeks. We talked about it a couple minutes ago. There are some names that have been circulating about who could be getting moved this trade deadline. I just want to hear a couple of you guys. What do you guys think who could be getting moved? You know?
Soto.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Castillo.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, but like names like Luis Castillo has been linked to teams like the Yankees and the Astros.
Benintendi.
Yeah, I mean, but like Luis Castillo. Let's just start with him.
Or yeah.
Where do you think he can go?
Well, let's see. Who needs a starting pitcher? Not the Yankees.
They probably could use
Would
him.
he
They could
even
probably
make,
use him.
who would they send down?
Who
Who would they send down to AAA if Castillo gets traded there, or would
Gallo?
send back? No, it has
Well,
to start.
Gallo's going to be. I think Gallo's going to be a part of a trade piece.
What
this year.
starting pitcher would be out the rotation if Castillo went to the Yankees?
Well, right now Severino's on the IL.
okay.
I think they would. This is going to be a weird thing to say, but I think they will definitely move a guy like Tyone to the bullpen for the playoffs.
That makes actually the most sense.
Cortez too, maybe.
Oh, whoa.
Nestor to the bullpen?
He'll be a long reliever.
I
Because
don't-
here's the thing:
I don't
when,
hate
when,
it.
when you're talking about postseason rotations,
Yep.
you really only need 3 pitchers.
Yeah.
Because you're playing every other day, and you're playing the same team. But you only need 3 pitchers. So I think if the Yankees do go into the postseason, which they are, Garrett Cole's going to be the
Whoa. Yeah, they are.
well, it's a hot take. The Yankees aren't making
The hot take. Hot take. Yankees making the playoffs.
So Garrett Cole's going to be the game 1 starter. I think if Severino comes back, he'll be game 2 starter. And then game 3, if they get Castillo, I would like Castillo in that spot.
I have no qualms with what you just said. And yes, I just said the word qualms on this show. We covered cricket. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Montgomery's definitely a good piece too. He could be a starter in a postseason game, but I would like Montgomery, Tyone, and Cortez to come out of the bullpen.
Now, here's my question for you, right? If the pitcher ends up down with the Astros, how afraid are you of Houston now?
Oh, afraid.
Petrified.
I'm petrified.
Petrified.
Dude, they
Verlander
already have
Valdez. Verlander Valdez.
If
And
Valdez,
Castillo.
Javier, Urquidy, Verlander, like, it's insanity.
It's just lost his mind over here.
Dude, the Yankees couldn't even hit Valdez. They would never be able to hit Castillo. Like, Castillo pitched for the Reds a couple nights ago against the Yankees, and the Yankees looked lost.
Is this it for the Yankees? Is this a make or break season?
Yes.
Yeah.
If the Yankees don't win the World Series this year, I have zero faith that they will win it, and then with Brian Cashman as the GM.
This is the year.
Connor, for you, being the Miami fan outside looking in, is this the year for the Yankees? Is this make or break?
Yeah, this is the make or break year for the Yankees because that's been like the last 7.
Dude,
I
think
feel like
about
the last
this. Think
4
about
years
this.
they've been trying
Worst
to win.
case scenario, they don't trade for anybody at the deadline. They don't win the World Series. They lose out on Judge.
And Soto.
And they don't sign Soto.
I'm curling into a corner and crying. That's what's happening. They don't get Soto Judge. They lose the World Series.
Let me just tell you, I just named the quadruplet of Ant's worst nightmares right there. Thank you for the emphasis, Connor.
I love doing that, bro.
Needs to do it, yeah.
It's my favorite thing. It's my
All
role
right.
here. It's my role.
So, I mean, here we are.
But like other guys who could be getting moved, Benintendi, we talked a little bit about it.
Where would you like to see him? Connor?
Where would I like to see
all
him?
the Yankees fans are like, "Oh, we want Benintendi, yeah."
Or Hap.
Wow.
Benintendi or Hap. Those are two guys. Like, if we don't go the Soto route of, trading our whole farm system and getting Soto for the next 15 years, they're going to do, like, short-term options like Benintendi, Ian Happ, or Castillo. So what, like, as a Yankee fan, this is, like, a question that's been posed to me. Would you rather do 2 or 3 trades, get, like, a Bednar in the bullpen, get Castillo and get a guy like Happ or Benintendi, or do a long-term thing with Soto and just give it up? And it's really a tough decision because you're either playing for this year or you're playing for the long term.
Dude, play this year.
That's what I'm saying.
The long term's not guaranteed. You still have to listen. You still would have to rebuild, like retune things around. It's all about getting to it. Go all in, bro. If they don't win another one, at least they won this one. That's all that matters.
What I'm saying. I know you don't feel that sentiment.
What?
Because I'm talking as a Laker fan. You don't feel that sentiment.
Oh, no, I don't. Dude, there's no point, especially in basketball, everything gets shaken up every, 4 years. So
Yeah.
I'm not even, baseball's a little different, but still, when you're the Yankees, bro, you open up, if you just open up the checkbook, you could be the Dodgers and you could be competing every year, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you'd probably have a chance to win the whole thing, but they're the Yankees and they just want everybody to be miserable, except for this year. Here they go all in on the year. If they lose out on Soto, so be it. Because guess what? We might have lost out on Soto, but then we can say, hey, we're taking a shot with Dominguez and Volpe, and we're hoping one of those generational prospects turn into something.
Dominguez just homered in the Futures game a few days ago.
Yeah, how'd he do?
He homered.
Oh, you said he homered. My bad.
He bombed.
CJ Crone could be gone.
CJ Crone, I definitely see could get dealt. Josh Bell of Washington, I think he will probably be in Boston.
I just remembered one funny All-Star story. You know how you were talking about Soto getting flown commercial?
Yeah.
But that wasn't due to
Blackburn,
the Nationals
right?
not being able to. Yeah, Blackburn. The A's were going to fly him commercial to the All-Star game, too.
How do you fly
But-
one of your own players?
So what happens is
commercially?
the Astros are like, just come with us on the private jet. So he goes with the Astros and flies down to the All-Star game.
Imagine your rival team flying one of your players
Players
to the
down.
All-Star
You
game.
should be ashamed of yourself. You know what? Coach Muck of the Week right there.
The A's?
Houston Astros. No, the Oakland.
The A's.
The A's
Yeah.
and the Nationals.
None of that. For
For Soto. If they had to fly himself, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right. Guess what? The guy's still on the books. Congratulations. You couldn't get the deal done because you're being cheap. You deserved it. Oh well. Cry about it.
Like, how do you not
Did I just
fly?
give out 3 Coach Muck of the Weeks right there?
Like the lady at the Red Bulls game.
And-
she's still
She's
still
the
public enemy number 1. All right.
She is the biggest schmuck. Of the
Stop listening now.
week. But
If you want to, we
If-
can't.
we
We
can't
can't do
force you to
anything.
not
we can't
listen.
force her to not listen.
That's true.
You know, that's on her. But I wish you wouldn't. That's just my wish.
but yeah, like
She's a bad lady, man.
Wilson Contreras, of course,
Wilson Contreras is definitely the
Keep
hottest
going.
catcher on the market right now.
because the Cubs have nothing.
What
going
teams
for them.
do really need a catcher who are in the playoff push right now? The Mets probably.
Yes. Well, considering they just drafted one, 11th overall, yeah, they need a catcher.
I mean,
They have Nito. He doesn't, no.
they
Yeah,
really
they
don't
Nito.
have much in the catcher slot. So I could definitely see a team like the Mets going all in on a guy like Wilson Contreras. And that's also a dilemma. Like you were talking about Soto. Do the Mets want to go after Soto? Do you want to go after Wilson Contreras and win this year?
Out of the two of them,
If
Contreras.
I'm them, I go after Soto for the sole fact that they're the Mets and they're not going all the way.
Oh, he said it because he's right. Because the Braves are winning the division.
Mets, speaking of the Mets, did you guys see during the home run derby, Pete Alonso lifting weights before he got out?
He had a
What
little
was
trance.
that? What was that?
He was in the zone.
That was weird.
He was in
Yeah,
the
why was
zone.
he meditating during the
Doesn't
home run
matter because
derby, bro?
Julio Rodriguez destroyed him
Yeah,
regardless.
I love J-Rod, bro. That kid's gonna be a stud.
I find it weird how he had the most home runs at that whole derby, but he lost. Unless Soto had more than him with all 3 rounds combined. But Soto beat him in the last round because Rodriguez only had 18. But I feel like Julio definitely probably hit more home runs to all the 3 rounds combined compared to what Soto had in those 3 rounds combined. Interesting way to look at it, but I understand.
This could be shenanigans. He has no stats in front of him to back this up right now.
Julio did 30 plus in the first 2 rounds and 18 in the
He had
last
80
round.
total homers.
Soto had 19 in the last round because he beat him by almost just a
Yeah.
walk-off.
Just because Soto beat him in the last round, Soto won the homer derby, even though Julio had like 20 more homers.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's kind of stupid.
That is ridiculous. Anyway,
But it's one-on-one
J-Rod,
matchups.
man, he's exciting, bro. Rookie of the year, no doubt.
I didn't expect him to be
He's
that
leading
good. but
he's leading all rookies in like every single hitting
hits,
and
stolen bases, home runs, RBIs.
like he's leading every rookie and everything. Like he is the best rookie right now, and I think J-Rod is a guy that the Mariners are building on. The Mariners right now could be looking at a playoff spot for the first time since 2001.
They've won 14 straight, I believe.
14 straight, dude.
they haven't made the playoffs since 01.
It's the longest playoff drought of any playoff drought by any
Was
MLB team.
Ichiro still playing there at that
Yeah,
time?
that was Ichiro's first year.
That was a rookie season and MVP season, all in one.
Yeah.
Ichiro was a monster, dude.
Yeah, but then Ichiro never went back to the playoffs after that.
Talk about wasting a career, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think he made a playoffs with the Yankees.
Yes, Soto had
And
8.
that's what's gonna happen if Soto goes to the Orioles.
Look
dude.
at this. Soto had 18 in the first round, 16 in the second round, and 19 in the last round, while Rodriguez had 32. Then he had 31, and then 18.
My question is, why are they doing multiple rounds? If you hit, just do the one round. That's it. Whoever hits the most, that's it.
Well, they do like a bracket challenge. So
Yeah,
they
that's
have each guy go
stupid.
head to head. I don't like the 2 minutes. I like it when it was 10 outs. You get 10 outs,
outs
you
is
get as
cool.
many as you can.
10 ounces is cool, yeah.
I like the old-fashioned home run derby.
I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that one guy hit 30 home runs and
Two,
the other
like-
one hit
Less than 20.
and
Soto,
is losing.
Soto hit less than 20 each round, and Rodriguez hit more than 30 twice.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I gotta mention this real quick before we end our baseball segment.
Huh.
So this year, the All-Star game, if the game was tied after the 9th inning,
Home run
they were
derby,
they were
right.
going to do a home run derby swing off. Each team would nominate 3 players, and they would go out and you each get 3 swings, and whoever hits the most home runs out of those 9 swings between the 3 players wins the game. I love it.
Love it.
Interesting.
I absolutely
What
love
is
it.
going on in the hallway out here?
I don't know, but
It's the Ant and Mazz in the Midday.
I don't know. I hear the voice just
Fan
coming through
club.
the walls, and I'm just like, what's happening out here?
anyway, no, but I like this idea because I actually mentioned this before, a few months ago. I was just talking to my dad, and I was like, hockey is a shootout, right?
Yeah.
You do one overtime period, and then you do a shootout right afterwards to decide the winner. They don't do it in the playoffs, but they do it in the regular season. So why not for Major League Baseball going forward? You do 2 extra innings
And then a home run
and
derby.
then a home run derby to win the game.
Because that's the most ridiculous thing
It's
I've ever heard.
awesome. Imagine the entertainment value you can get by having Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Joey Gallo go up for the Yankees, and then for the Mets, Pete Alonso,
Marte.
Marte, and Lindor.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think the shootout for hockey should be in the playoffs. Yep, I said it.
Why?
Because it's entertaining. Maybe people
But if
will
you
actually
lose
care.
the Stanley Cup on a shootout,
That's on you.
You didn't win in
Bro.
overtime, bro.
That's on your goalie. That's on your guys for not scoring.
bro.
Dude, imagine, dude.
Hey, guess what? Guess what happens in overtime? Guess who it's on? Your goalie and your guys not scoring.
In the World Cup.
So nothing
Imagine in
changes.
the World Cup you lose off of
Oh, for penalties, it happens. What do you mean? That's a
It
legitimate
literally just
thing.
happened in the
In the
Euro,
championship,
the Euro
though?
Cup last
It
year.
literally just happened in the Euro to England against Italy.
What can I say?
It's fantastic. We love it.
I like entertainment. I like it coming down to shots like that.
Fantastic.
Awesome. But yeah, now we're going to take a little quick break here on Ant Mazz in the Midday. Coming up, we'll have some basketball talk. DeAndre Ayton coming back and forth between Indiana and Phoenix. And have a little football talk for you as well. So stay with us here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Ant and Mazz in the Midday. In the Midday. In the Midday. Second hour here, 1 o'clock hour on 90.3 WMSC.
Connor, stop breathing in the mic. You're killing me.
Stop.
Anthony Cafone, Brandon Morazzo, Connor Cupid, back at you
And
again.
some random kid in the hallway who says the Knicks are going to have a better season than the Philadelphia 76ers.
Boom.
Kid, I don't know what you're doing in your spare time, but you got to change it up.
I hope
all
he
right?
hears that
You're
in a
better
couple
than this.
seconds.
Why do you think I'm saying it? I know he's gonna hear it. I hope he knocks on the door, all right?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Unbelievable. Listen, the Knicks aren't even going to get the Donovan Mitchell the deal done for Donovan Mitchell. Ben Giroux literally just said in our group chat that, I'm sorry, what was it? That Donovan Mitchell was not even pushing for the trade. What are they going to do? They just overpaid for Brunson. They still got Randall, who we don't even know if he wants to be there. I doubt he wants to be there. And on the other side, we got James Harden, former league MVP, taking pay cuts to better the roster. Joel Embiid, the first center since Shaq to win a scoring title. Philadelphia is in such a better position than the Knicks. It's not even funny. However,
And they got PJ Tucker.
they're not going to do anything.
I agree with you.
76ers aren't doing nothing.
PJ Tucker's getting more money than Harden.
I do think the full,
But I would put all the money in my bank account that the 76ers have a better season than
I
the
do
Knicks.
think a full season with Embiid and Harden, they will be a top 3 seed in the East.
Ooh,
Number
okay.
3, if
Hold on.
anything.
Time out.
Number 3, if anything.
Time out.
Timing out.
Time out
Timing out
Time
for you.
out.
Got you. I hear you. I called the whistle.
Miami,
Yes.
better. Yes. Boston,
Well,
better.
Miami.
Bucks, better.
I still think Philadelphia's going to be better than... I think Miami's taking a step back this year.
Miami-
Chicago, better.
Sorry, Connor. I think Miami's taking a
the
step
thing
back
with Miami, they're only step back
this year. I
so
think they're better
far.
than Chicago.
I just heard Miami's prioritizing Kevin Durant over Donovan Mitchell.
I'm on board with that 100%.
Yeah, but it's going to be a
Go
bigger
get
trade
Dame.
package. It's going to be a bigger trade package.
Go get Dame. What do you mean? Who cares? All you gotta give up is Tyler Hero and some picks that don't even matter. But here's the thing. You know what? I'm jumping out of order here. What is with these teams expecting 7 first-round picks. What is this? Has the draft become just this non-existent?
Exactly. Like, why do you need so many draft picks just for... Like, Rudy Gobert does not need 5 draft picks.
Dude, that was... If Rudy Gobert is getting 5 draft picks, then Kevin Durant should get 20. Okay? Like, let's be honest here.
I'm valuing apples to oranges right
Dude,
now.
you're like comparing like a frozen grape to a regular grape. If you haven't had it, it's fantastic.
A frozen grape?
Freeze the grape, dude, and then eat it after a day. Fantastic.
Freeze the grape, just one grape?
No, like the grapes. My bad. I can't have nothing, dude. He's got to...
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna criticize you now. You want to criticize me all the time?
Dude, he's a child. Someone come get this man a binky.
Genuinely? The Heat lost PJ Tucker, and they had no one fill that role yet. They drafted Jovic, but he's nothing like PJ Tucker, a completely different kind of player. So they got to plug the power forward spot or move Bam down to power forward spot and plug the center spot. They got to figure something out.
Dude, all they need to do is just get a package done for either Damian Lillard or Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, I'm on that board because the Heat, the problem the last 2 years where they've got, last 3 years where they went to the finals, lost Eastern Conference Finals, the size. They keep getting outmatched because they're a shorter team. Kevin Durant
Just
is a nice little...
Are you talking about on the rebounding side of the ball?
On the rebounding side of the ball, it's also the inside.
Bam gets rebounds.
It's us, but
Bam plays defense.
He can't do it all by himself. That's the thing. He can't do it all by
if you're
himself.
bringing... Hold on a second. If you can actually have Jimmy dedicate himself even more to the defensive side of the ball because you brought in a Damian Lillard, you're fine.
Because
you're absolutely fine.
when they got swept by Milwaukee, it came down to Chris Middleton destroying them with Giannis and Brook Lopez.
Congratulations. That's what happens when you got Kyle Lowry.
He wasn't there.
Exactly.
What?
That's their upgrade. That's their upgrade is Kyle Lowry is what I'm saying. Is that like when you're going to like when you're solving the problem by plugging in Kyle Lowry, what do you think is going to happen? Okay? And before that, the best thing that you had, that like you weren't even as good as Kyle Lowry being there. That's your problem. Go get Dame Lillard. When's the last time they had a solid guard? Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Okay? Go get you a guy who can space the floor and can pop off for 25 points plus.
For Miami, I think their one thing that they got to improve on is just defending the three.
That's their switchy and zone defense that they try to protect the paint and they allow those threes.
That's all they need because the organization is good enough to get production out of anybody that's coming off the bench that they choose to bring in. Okay, so it doesn't even matter. You can have a bunch of vet minimums. They're going to do their job and buy into the system. That's how good that Miami's got it rocking right now. What are they missing? It's Jimmy Butler's the only guy who can put the ball in the basket. That's it.
So you say Dame over KD for them?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, which one would be more expensive to pull off? KD, right?
I think KD is... You'd have to give up more to get KD. Don't get me wrong. I think KD is fantastic. I just think Dame... I've said this. I think Dame fits the culture better.
Do the Heat have $60 million in cap
I don't know, but
space
here's one that we didn't talk about, right? I hear that the Wizards might be trying to make a play to pair Kevin Durant with Bradley Beal. KD's from D.C.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
What does Washington have, though, that they can give the Nets?
Picks.
That's it?
More picks.
That's it?
That's it.
The Nets want some...
What do you
They
get?
want some guys.
What do you want? You go get Kyle Kuzma. They'll give you Kyle Kuzma.
We drafted Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, so bring him back home.
I mean, like, I think the Nets need to... At this point, if the Nets can't get, like, a Scotty Barnes or they can't get a Mikal Bridges or Donovan Mitchell for KD, don't even try dealing him. Because there's talks that KD's just willing to come back just again.
Dude, this whole thing is, like, the fact that Kyrie and KD might not get traded now,
mind-boggling.
I cannot even begin to fathom why you would let this forest fire get as big before putting it out. You even fed into the fire where it's like, sure, we'll entertain the talks, get him out of here. Why not? Just to be like, oh, no, we're going to keep him. This is the most toxic relationship since, like, insert anything Britney Spears was a part of.
Jennifer Lopez in her 7th engagement.
Hey, you leave that beautiful queen alone, all right?
No, but I'm saying, like, these guys, it's just every day, it's just the same reports. It's Scotty Barnes won't be willing to get traded, or the Suns aren't going to offer Devin Booker. Like, it's the same thing every day. They need to give that man Woj a break already.
Yeah.
Give him a vacation.
They need to give everybody who works for Woj a break, dude. There's no way that guy's hitting all those tweets.
Exactly. Now it's at the point where now you're saying KD and Kyrie are probably going to come back. And what are they going to be like? How's that locker room going to be like these next
Second round exits.
With Ben Simmons.
Oh.
with Ben Simmons?
Connor's just like our own automatopoeia. I love it.
Yeah, we don't need the sound effect board. I could just have Connor.
You got me. I'm right
just
here.
Go,
I'm
whoa,
right here.
whoa.
But you talking about the Suns? Completely forgot about DeAndre Ayton already.
You just brought us there. I didn't even want to get there yet. What are
I
you
forgot
doing?
about it, and then I just remembered.
Okay, well, here we are with
pulled out my
DeAndre
phone.
Ayton. DeAndre Ayton getting paid. How much was it, Connor?
$133 million over 4 years.
He's never averaged 20.
What was the
He's never averaged 20.
what was the Pacers offer?
Yeah, exact offer.
And then the
4-year,
Suns matched that.
and the Suns matched it.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying the Suns would never match it. And then what was it?
I thought-
30 minutes
I-
after that deal came out, they really
matched the same day.
I
yeah.
thought that they were going to use that as a trade piece. He's not worth that. Because here's the thing. You already know that Indiana was willing to give that money, so why not make them? I'm not letting them go for free. So make a trade for it. Make it happen. Go get Miles Turner. You could actually get a big who can space the floor and can actually play defense. DeAndre Ayton is not awful, but he's not worth no max. Never averaged 20. Doesn't play defense. He's kind of soft. The best play he ever had was the Valley Oop, which is the Mona
literally
Lisa of
a
basketball
lesser,
plays.
He is literally a lesser version of Cat. Just who can't shoot. He's a cat who can't shoot.
Cat can
no,
shoot.
Cat has better skill than him.
That's what I'm saying. He's a cat that
can't shoot.
He's a worse Nikola Vucevic.
Wow.
That's tough.
I said it.
I think Nicole. That's a little too
Because
harsh.
both of them don't play defense. Vucevic's the better scorer, better shooter. It's the same kind of guy to me.
I'm just saying he's a cat who can't shoot.
He's a better Zubac.
Whoa.
That's what Ayton is. Congratulations. There's room for him on a court. There's just not room for a max
It's just,
contract
the problem
in my
is
eyes.
that there's not that many centers who can give you 15, 10, and what was it 6?
That's fine. You don't have to pay him the max. Go give it to somebody else.
They just like him for the scheme that he brings. He can also grab. He wasn't grabbing rebounds.
What scheme? What scheme? You mean the scheme that got swept by the Dallas Mavericks? They didn't get
Scheme that
swept,
got
but like
60
they
wins.
lost. Yeah, no, did they get swept by the Mavericks?
Who?
No, they went to Game 7.
Okay, that's
The
ridiculous.
Suns?
The
Yeah.
fact that they lost, it should have been a swept. The fact that they lost to that team, all right, dude. Who would you rather pay? DeAndre Ayton on a max or whatever JaVale McGee got from the Dallas Mavericks? I'm rocking with McGee in that contract all day. He's going to get blocks. He's going to get boards. He's going to alter shots. He's going to do exactly what you need him to do. And guess what? He can catch a lob too. You can do the Valley Oop with JaVale McGee.
Well, JaVale McGee's still on the roster, right? The Phoenix Suns roster.
No, he's just signed with the Mavericks.
When did that happen?
We missed it.
Man.
Did we miss
might
that?
have.
Man.
We never covered that. But that's actually a good sign. I mean, now they got Christian Wood and JaVale McGee.
I love JaVale McGee, dude.
Is
JaVale
Christian
McGee,
Wood about to come off
he's-
the bench?
How many titles does he have now? He's 3, right?
I think there's only. Did he get 2? Let's
With the
find out.
Warriors,
won the
he
Lakers,
has
too.
one. With the Lakers, he's got one. Maybe he has 2 with the Warriors. I'm not sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a good, valuable piece on a championship roster. Now that the Mavericks.
3-time NBA champion JaVale McGee. I'm done.
Exactly.
Did you ever think we'd ever say that during the
Come on.
Washington years?
Here's the thing.
Never.
He's a 3-time champion. He knows what his role is in a championship team. And now you have Christian Wood as another center. And that was the one thing that the Mavericks were lacking was size.
For years.
So 2 very quality centers matched up with Luka. I mean, Brunson's gone, but now you got Luka and Dinwiddie. I like the
Mavs
Mavericks.
are looking
man.
good.
They're
dude.
looking good. They're looking good.
So, Connor, who would you rather have, McGee or Ayton?
You talk about the contracts or just as players?
Just as
I'd rather.
players.
As players,
That's a tough question.
Give me
as,
JaVale.
As a,
Give me JaVale.
I don't know.
all
I'd have
day.
Ayton as a player, but on the contract,
He don't do
JaVale.
But here's the
nothing.
thing: McGee knows his role. That's one thing. I like a player who knows his role, and
Ayton wants to be the star when he's clearly the 3rd worst guy.
he's number 1 overall pick.
He's honest, dude. I don't care if he's the number 1 overall pick. Chris Paul's better than him. Devin Booker's better than him. I'll even say
Bridges.
this: Mikal Bridges is better than him. Okay?
Yeah, I agree with that.
You're the 4th option, and maybe if you knew your role and actually played some defense, you guys could actually win a championship. But no, congratulations, you got the money. Now play the role.
Play the role.
Here we are.
Did
Did I make it awkward in here?
No,
My
you're
bad.
good.
Yeah.
This is the only other signing we got, basically.
The Spurs signed Keldon Johnson to a 4-year. Does that say 80 million?
80 million, yeah.
For
4 year,
Keldon
80
Johnson,
million.
I don't hate it, but like, ew. Dude, the Spurs are talking about Russ.
Yeah.
I like it. Go let Russ run free with the Spurs.
So what would a Russ deal to the Spurs look like?
I think it would have to be.
Well, there's no
I
more
think it would have to be a 3-team deal. Because here's the thing: they have the money to pay Russ. Not a lot of teams have that. They're basically. I think it would be part of the Kyrie deal. But here's the thing that. Who's getting the picks is my question. Because if I'm them, I'm not taking on the Russ deal without picks. And what's it called is not going to want to give up Kyrie without the 2 first-round picks. So I'm so confused by this whole thing. Unless they're like, hey, yeah, we'll take a former
it'd be
MVP.
a 3-way trade?
It has to be.
Like the Nets would get the Spurs deal.
I think
Kyrie would go to the Lakers.
I think it would be Kyrie to the Lakers, Russ to the Spurs, maybe like THT along with them, and then picks going back
to the Nets. That's terrible for the Nets.
That's what they're talking. I don't know. It's Russ to the Spurs is kind of like been in rotation. Very weird. I'd like to see it. I just don't see why they would want to do that.
I mean, now that they lost DeJounte Murray,
yes,
they really got no one. They got DeMar's off the books now too.
Yeah, go get somebody that you got 1 year with Russ. Go have fun.
But would you just give a max contract just because you feel like you need to give out a guy a max contract?
Well, I think there's a certain number that they have to spend. I'm pretty sure there's like minimums that like NBA rosters within like the player union.
So the Spurs are just clearing cap.
Essentially. Because here's the thing. You take on that big contract and then like...
Next year's free agency class is going to be pretty big. Spurs are going to be big spenders next year.
Boom.
Who do you think they like? Who's in that next year's free agent class?
Oh, I'd have to check it out. I have no clue. You think I know that off the top of my head?
LeBron, right?
Not if Kyrie comes, but yeah, he's not going to the Spurs. He's LeBron. He's going to go to a big city. He's going to anywhere to make money. That's it. He wants to live lavishly. He doesn't want to live in some middle market. It's LeBron.
Well, he did it in Cleveland for years.
Exactly my point. You think he wants to go back at this point? He got the chip. He did his due diligence.
I feel like LeBron's going to do that one thing where like every superstar athlete does. You start your career with one team, then you move around a little bit, and then you just end your last season with that team that you started with.
Can we get KD back in OKC?
Like Griffey did with Seattle, Poulos is doing right now with St. Louis.
Okay, I got the list of our should be our free agents.
Can we get Kevin Durant back in OKC at the end of his career?
No.
Why not? That'd be the greatest thing ever. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
OKC would boo him.
So you got LeBron, Westbrook, Chris Middleton, Kyrie, Kristaps, K-Love, Andrew Wiggins, D'Lo,
Wiggins is
Horford,
sleepy,
Vucevic.
Man.
It's a weird class. There's a lot of names, but like,
who's the top 3 you said?
From my honest opinion, would be LeBron. Can't be Russ right now. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not.
Just the way he came off, Andrew Wiggins. We'll see how this season pans out. And, probably Kyrie.
Well, Wiggins would probably be due for a max deal. If he has another good season this year,
for sure.
He'll be in the market for a max contract.
Yeah.
Never thought we'd say that. Never thought we'd say that.
Speaking of Wiggins.
Did you see what he said a couple days ago?
About how he regretted the vaccine?
Yeah, he regretted getting the vaccine, even though he still won a championship.
Hey, dude, that's the sacrifice you made. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You can't get it out of you.
But you won a championship, bro. You were a contributor on a Golden State Warriors team.
He just revitalized his career in my
Exactly.
eyes.
Like, you literally just had a bounce back in your career.
He would not have gotten that. I mean, think about it. If he had to sit out multiple games.
Exactly.
Half the season would have had to sit out.
I'm not getting into this vaccine debate anymore. I mean, if you wanted to take it, you take it. If not, congratulations. You regret it, it's on you. I'm kind of a little annoyed that I had to take it to come here, but it is what it is. It's me. What am I going to do about it? It's like crying over spilled milk.
Mm-hmm.
Milk. What is milk? I don't know what milk is.
Mook.
Spilled milk. What are you going to do? On to the next one.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I feel like
he's being weird.
Rejuvenated his career.
Yeah. You should be happy.
You should be happy. Yeah, like why are you focusing on something that like
weird guys.
Doesn't
weird guys.
It's the NBA, man. They're all weird.
I mean, sports athletes in general is just weird.
I feel like
think about them, dude. They're all psycho competitors.
I feel like baseball players are like the least weird.
Are you kidding me? I raise you. What's his name? Zach Greinke?
Zach Greinke.
Yeah, but for every Zach Greinke, there's like 15 Mike Trouts.
Is it Greinke?
Greinke's like a 35-year-old pitcher for the...
No, but in baseball, like for every one Zach Greinke, there's
Zach Hampel?
No, it's Greinke, dude.
No, the pitcher.
Thank you.
Talk about crazy.
What did Greinke do?
He's just
a weird dude. Have you not seen this? Just go watch the videos, dude, if you want.
All right, I will.
All right.
But I'm saying, like,
I'll send you some. Dude, he's just so.
but for
you know what he
every
did?
for every one Greinke, there's like 10 normal guys in baseball.
I don't know about that.
In basketball,
They have the whole scandals of guys in baseball, if you know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're weird dudes.
Yeah.
football's not much better. Basketball's not.
No,
much
That's what I'm saying with you. They're all weirdos, dude.
I'm saying, but basketball and football are much weirder. They're weirder guys.
I don't know, dude. I think sports athletes in general are just nut jobs. All of them. Zach Greinke, right?
Yeah.
The best. What is this? What are you showing me right now?
baseball has the weirder people.
Dude, he's right, dude.
Let me see this.
We'll get there. We can't talk about that, but
All right.
Zach Greinke, you know what he did the one time, Connor? So a guy gave him a ball, like threw a ball down to him for him to sign. He proceeded to turn around and chuck the ball as hard as he could across the field. And didn't. He's just a weird dude.
Well, actually, I heard about that story. Apparently, the guy was like cutting in front of a bunch of little kids who were trying to get Greinke's
Oh, was that
autograph.
it?
Yeah, and the guy was like pushing kids out of the way to get Greinke's autograph on a ball. Greinke saw it, took the ball, and just threw it across the field. That's what I saw.
Okay, that's
Shout
cool.
out Greinke, dude.
Shout out Zach Greinke.
So-
You redeemed yourself.
Sometimes you don't know the full story. That's the age of the internet.
He's
we
still
live
a
in now.
weirdo, dude.
That's the thing. That's the age of the internet we live in now. Like, you don't get the full
He
context of a
asked
story.
to go back to AAA. Who asks to go back to? He wanted to go back to AAA and change his position. Who does that? Zach Greinke tried.
Zach Greinke, former Cy Young man.
Anyway,
1-0.
where are we moving on here?
So, are we sticking with basketball? Or you want to move on to football?
I think we covered anything basketball. Did we miss anything? You got the list.
I got the list. I think we covered mostly everything. we
Aiden
wanted to do with
Keldon
basketball.
Johnson is all
What else
we
are we
really
missing?
had.
No, we covered everything in basketball.
On to the football.
So on to the football.
On to the football.
On the football. So Madden ratings.
Dude, disrespectful.
They've just been coming
Disrespectful.
out like lately a lot, and the receiver Madden ratings apparently have been not kind to the wide receivers. Jamar Chase is an 88.
Yep.
Where's
He's
that
not even
ranking?
top 10 on the ranking.
He's not in the top 10 in wide receiver rankings.
Right now, here's the top 10 receiver rankings. I'll read them off to you. Number 10, Amari Cooper, 90.
Okay.
Number 9,
Time out.
What?
Time out. As you're reading this, Connor,
Yeah.
yay or nay with me. If they're above Jamar Chase talent-wise in your eyes heading into this season, yay. Nay,
Or nay.
nay. If they're above them, hit me with a yay. If they're above Jamar Chase, hit me with a yay. Nay them if they're not above them.
All right.
All right, hit me with
all right, Amari Cooper, 90. Nay.
Nay.
Keenan Allen, 91.
Nay.
Nay. Terry McLaurin, 91.
Nay.
Nay.
No way. Mike Evans, 92.
Nay.
It's tough.
Nay.
It's tough.
That's a lot closer than you think it is.
Here's the thing, but Mike Evans has that. He's been around for a while. He's been dominating for so long that's why people hold Mike Evans sometimes. Jamar Chase has only been around for 1 year.
Yeah.
So I will give Mike Evans the benefit.
I'm giving a
of the doubt.
yay there.
I'll give it a yay. Justin Jefferson, yay.
Yay.
Stephon Diggs, 95. I know Mazz's
It's close.
disdain for Stephon Diggs has been very
I like
prevalent
Stephon
lately.
Diggs. I wish we trade for him. But I'm a little mad about that last performance that I saw, all right? Anyway, I feel like I kind of seen Jamar Chase take on 2 cornerbacks at once. That's all I'm saying, you know.
I don't know. Stephon Diggs was a first-team All-Pro 2 years ago.
For sure, but we're heading into this season.
And Jamar Chase was a first team
I'll take
All-Pro
Stephon
last year.
Diggs.
over Jamar Chase?
I'll take Chase.
I don't know. I think
I'm taking Diggs.
Diggs runs better routes.
Yeah, I'm yaying Diggs.
Oh, yay, Diggs. Hopkins.
Ooh, dude, if this was like 3 years ago, not a
Absolutely.
no-brainer.
But now.
I think I like Chase,
Yeah, I
dude.
think I like Chase better.
I'm naying that
And also,
one.
Hopkins not going to play the first 6 games this year.
Yeah, I'm
And he's
naying
got
that.
injury history. Like I'd rather Jamar Chase.
I'm naying that one.
Tyreek Hill.
Yay! Come on now.
Nay to the nayest nays of nays.
Come on, that's too tough. I'm
Stop
yaying
it.
it. I'm yaying it.
The guy can only run a streak. That's it.
And he can also jump almost like 5 feet in the air.
Congratulations. I'm still taking Jamar Chase. Better receiver.
Nah,
Shut
I'm,
up.
I'm yaying
Shut
Tyreek.
up.
Cooper Kupp. That's
Yay.
a yay. Come on.
That is such a yeah. He's the best receiver
He's
in
the best
football.
receiver. And then Devontae Adams is the only 99 receiver
99
right now.
club. Yay.
He's the only 99.
Receiver.
Why is Cooper Kupp?
Devontae Adams.
Cooper Kupp's a 98.
Yeah, he should be a 99. Kupp's better than Adams. I said it. He had a worse quarterback, put up the Triple Crown, the first person to ever do it in the same season, the second guy to do it in history. Only Jerry Rice is the only one to ever win it, okay? And he did it in different seasons. This is ridiculous.
Also, how do you feel about Debo and A.J. Brown not making that top 10 as well? They're under 90.
Eh.
Debo?
Debo. The thing with
I
Debo
feel like
is
you gotta give
he
him-
has like that running back thing that he did.
But I
that's
think the
kinda elevated
versatility's
him.
got to elevate the stats though, because you can
But
plug
that's
him at
not a
two
wide
positions.
receiver. You
But
can't hold running back stats. in the
But
same,
timeout. So does your overall change if I plug you into the other spot?
No,
Does the-
yeah, you'd have a separate overall for the running back spot.
Okay, then I'm fine with that. But I'm assuming that the guy's thing is staying like wherever it's at. So
No, I
like
think
a 95 is a 95.
I think like if you're a 96 wideout and you play a solid running back, you could be like a 91 running back.
Okay, fair enough. I'm with you.
Like,
I have no
like in NBA, like in 2K, you put a guy out of position, he has low overall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's literally what came to mind. So I have no qualms.
Okay. All right. So quarterbacks in Madden lately, Aaron Rodgers right now sitting at 97.
I haven't seen the quarterback rankings.
Yeah, right now. So this is like the Madden 23 top 100 quarterbacks.
I was just about to flip out on Connor, bro.
Right now, Rodgers.
I was because I was about to be like, well, if you let him get to it, you'd hear it.
I didn't know they released it.
I don't know. Like,
Go ahead,
there's been multiple lists that have been going out. Like one list, there might be just false reports, but a lot of them have Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes like at the top.
Josh Allen's better.
Josh Allen's at 4.
Disrespectful.
They put Tom Brady over him.
Stop it, dude. They didn't even put Tom Brady in the game in 02. I don't know if anybody saw that.
In
That was-
02, yeah, because
Yeah. No, it was just funny. I
this is
saw
23 we're talking about.
that. Yeah, but this is the GOAT.
This is
we're talking
23,
about.
not 02.
This is the GOAT we're talking about, all right?
Exactly.
That's funny because it's like Jamar Chase was, not complaining per se, but basically saying like, "I'll see you guys next season" type thing. And Tom Brady like basically said back to him like, "Dude, it's fine. They forgot me in the game in 02."
Lovely,
Anyway,
man.
We're the 7th round pick. Come on.
So where are we?
So it's like Rodgers and Mahomes are at the top. Brady, Allen, Lamar at 5.
Whoa!
It's because he can run.
It's because he can run.
Yeah, Madden holds that like pretty high. If you could be a mobile quarterback in Madden, they definitely elevate those stats.
You know what? I think
Boo.
it's time to. I think we should yay or nay this. I'm gonna just start giving out quarterbacks for Lamar Jackson. Compared to Lamar Jackson, you yay or nay it. All right.
All right. Justin Herbert.
Yay.
Yay as in over Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Crazy. Y'all are
He's
crazy.
got all the weapons.
Okay, he's got all the weapons. He hasn't been to the playoffs.
Okay, but
So you're holding Lamar
it's his
Jackson
second
to
year.
not winning a playoff game.
Just-
Lamar Jackson hadn't won a playoff game in his 2 years, and they were talking about him not winning playoff games.
okay.
Justin Herbert hasn't ever even made the playoffs.
Throws a butterball.
Effort, bro.
Doesn't matter. He can't win a game.
It's a team effort, bro.
Lamar Jackson wins games.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't know.
You can
It's a
throw a
team
great
effort.
ball.
We're
all he
talking about
wants.
this going into the season. Who's gonna have the better season?
The
I thought we were talking about who's
Chargers.
better. All like
We're talking about going into the season. Who's the better quarterback?
Justin Herbert.
It's tough.
Ed's starting to smirk.
Lamar.
Like, all right.
Lamar.
Okay.
Lamar.
He's dying on that hill. Next one.
Russell Wilson. Lamar's better.
I'll rock with Lamar on that one.
Right now, it's
Dak,
close.
Oh,
It's all
boy,
tied
here
up.
we go. Here we go. Dak Prescott.
I'll take Dak over him.
I'm taking Dak over Lamar all
That's
day.
crazy.
Hold on. Let's hold up there.
Crazy.
Did you just say that you got
Nuts.
you got Russell Wilson over Lamar?
No, I think it's like they're kind of close.
Okay.
Not
Make an
anymore,
argument.
more, bro.
Mick, which for what?
For Russell Wilson.
That he's close to him?
Yeah. That he's better.
I'm not saying he's better. I'm saying they might be.
So who
tied.
do you got? If you had to have one Russell Wilson and Lamar, who do you have?
That is extremely tough right now. I mean, Russ is on a slight decline.
Slight.
But headed into the season,
This is the most difficult question of all time.
Lamar
It feels like,
Jackson,
honestly.
I'm taking.
I think I'm taking Lamar over
I'm taking
Russ.
Action Jackson.
Okay,
over
you said
Russell
Dak.
Wilson. Okay, yeah, Dak.
I got Dak
Yay.
over Lamar.
Yeah, I got him too.
I know. You are.
Connor's got him too, though. I'm not the only one here. He throws a better ball. I think he's a better leader. I'm gonna be honest. What do you mean?
The Ravens love Lamar.
Congratulations. They love him so much they can't even get the contract done.
Not the Ravens front office. I'm talking about the players. He's the leader. They follow him, bro.
Cowboys players love Dak
Congratulations,
too.
all of them and none of their wide receivers. The Cowboys love Dak.
does that have to do with
You
anything?
know why the Cowboys love Dak? Because they proved just how much his worth was when Andy Dalton was calling signals, all right?
Yep.
Okay. Because Andy Dalton's trash.
Because Andy Dalton is trash. They call him
Joe Burrow.
They call him the Red Rifle. I call him the
Joe
Red
Burrow.
Dumpster, dude.
I'll take Joe Burrow over Lamar
I'll take
Jackson.
Joe Burrow over Lamar.
I'll take Joe Burrow over Lamar.
Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl.
No.
Ooh, my bad. He won a big soup.
On a big God, we got to talk to somebody about that. I'm taking Matt Stafford just because.
I'm not. 17 interceptions.
Here's my question, right? We're talking about going into the season. He just got Allen Robinson as his number 2. He still has the best wide receiver in football. Well, Lamar's not working with much. If I had to have one of them for my team, completely different conversation. I'm rocking with Lamar over a lot of these guys that we just named. But going into the season, I got to rock with Stafford.
I'm just saying Lamar brings more to a team than most, probably 95% of the quarterbacks in football.
Fair.
Dude,
but does he throw a better ball?
If the Ravens did not have Lamar Jackson in their team, in their system, they are a below 500 team.
Oh, 100%. I'm with you.
He makes them.
I'm with you.
Team.
I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. His presence in a game.
But I don't know if he's better.
Are we just determining quarterbacks just because they throw a better ball?
No.
Well, here's the thing, right? Let's go back to Dak, right? I think Dak is not as mobile as is not as mobile as Lamar Jackson, but he's no slouch. I think he throws a more accurate pass. I think he throws a better deep ball.
I'd agree.
I think he honestly makes. I think Dak is probably a better signal caller, to be honest with you, even though he's got the better offensive coordinator. That's even debatable after what I just saw. But
quarterback sneak.
Don't remind me. But
Jimmy G.
I think
Jimmy G.
Dude, don't even get me. Lamar over Jimmy G any day of the week.
This kid, I'm just gonna say this right now. Mazz
I
here,
am a man.
This man right here wanted to go into another discussion about Jimmy G today.
Yes.
That's how much his hatred for him
you know
just
what it is?
runs deep.
It's like Skip Bayless with LeBron. That's me and Jimmy G.
Like, he needs to trash Jimmy G at least once.
Oh, we were going to do this with Jimmy G, and I was just going to say everybody that wasn't like, what's his name in Detroit?
Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff and like Carson Wentz were the only ones that weren't getting nods, I feel like.
Over Jimmy G.
Or Drew
Daniel
Lock.
Jones, too. Daniel Jones, too.
I hate Daniel Jones more than I hate Jimmy G, dude.
I don't know. As a Cowboys fan, you got to want Daniel Jones to stay in New York.
Yeah, you got to want him to stay around.
I just don't want to see him, dude.
No, you want to see it because it's just 2 easy wins every year.
No, you guys don't understand. I work at MetLife. I have to watch these games.
Yeah, but you're only be working at MetLife for like another season, so you're good.
Yeah, hopefully.
And you don't actually watch the games, do you?
Yeah. Everything from the second half on.
What do you mean? Like after
we're chilling out by the gates and then they move us in. It's a weird structure.
No. Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but as a Cowboys fan, you want Daniel Jones to keep playing.
Yeah. Yes, but
because
I'm fine with the competition. I'm not afraid of it.
He's a real fan. He's a man.
Bring it.
He's a man. Bring it.
Bring it. What do
the
they
Giants
got?
get like Bryce Young or something next year.
Who? I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, you're crazy.
Giants get Lamar next year.
That's not happening.
Dude, Lamar's going to Miami.
Stop.
Tua's awful. Lamar
if he plays good, he's fine.
Time out. I'm not done yet. Lamar
or Tua?
Or Lamar or Tua?
Well, of course, Lamar.
Thank you. Dak or Tua?
Dak.
Thank you.
So you're really saying that you'd rather have Tua over Lamar, though?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, because you're saying that if Lamar Jackson was on the table and Tua's still like average.
No.
He's saying he just said he'd take Lamar and
I know what you said on that. But I'm saying like if Tua plays like a top 15 quarterback this year, would you sign Lamar Jackson?
Yes. He could be top 10. I'm still signing Lamar.
Oh. Okay.
Lamar's already a top 10.
Okay, but if Tua's top 10 this year,
now if Tua goes off, they're going with it.
Sustain it. That's the thing.
If Tua goes off, they're going with it.
Here's my question.
I'm not a huge Tua
Let me ask you a question. Jimmy Garoppolo or Tua?
What?
What? That's a legitimate question.
That's not a legitimate question. I will definitely take Tua over Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me?
I'll take the guy that went to the big soup.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I can't stand Jimmy G, and I'm taking him over Tua.
My
God! I want you two to go at it right now.
He throws a better ball, dude. Granted,
okay.
Time out. I'm not there yet. Granted, you have to establish the run for Jimmy to throw the better ball, but at least they can establish the run. What are you guys doing? You guys can't do nothing.
Mike McDaniel will establish the run. Trust.
Sure. Oh yeah, and then Sean
Teron
Payton
Armstead coming.
And Sean Payton next year.
Sean
Payton
coming in.
is going to be the Cowboys. All right, he's not going to
I've
Miami.
been hearing he's been on Miami. If this Mike McDaniel doesn't work out this year, Sean Payton will probably be.
No, they have to give him some time to get adjusted, dude. Mike McCarthy
That's
has
never been a
course.
case in the NFL.
I know.
If you are not a good coach in one season, you will get fired.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, give him some time. Mike McCarthy has run his
like,
course.
No, please, I need Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, please. I'm begging you. Come to the Star, bro.
Come to the Star.
Come to Texas.
How many more years Mike McCarthy got?
It's gonna be like 5 more.
Whatever it is, it's too many. It's too many. It could be whatever day it is. He could have one more day left on the contract. That's one day too many.
He should be.
The quarterback, dude, the second that he allowed that quarterback sneak call to slide by, he should have been hooked right there. Can him, man. Can him. Come on, Jerry.
Jerry.
Gerald.
You're going to waste another generation.
You just sound like George Costanza right
I
there.
know,
You're just
dude.
waiting. Come on, Jerry.
Come on, Jerry. You're going to waste another great quarterback, dude. We wasted Romo. We're going to waste Dak. What's next?
Who you
What's
drafting next?
Who we drafting
Arch
next?
Manning gets wasted next.
We're gonna waste Arch Manning. You know what? I would have put us past us, dude. I can't.
Actually, a really interesting news development came out. You know how there's going to be the first NFL game in Munich
Yes.
coming up in a few years?
Makes sense.
Apparently, tickets for
Are
the game
expensive.
are going crazy.
Well, didn't they have like that NFL Europe? I heard Germany did really well.
Germany
with
loves
that.
football.
Yeah, they're about it. They like the violence.
They,
Football is just a violent sport,
Oh.
and the Germans of people, they love football.
I mean,
as
they're
a violent sport.
notoriously good people. They're known for being angry. I'm sure they'll get along with football. Why not? Imagine Ray Lewis playing in front of a Munich crowd.
yeah.
They would lose their minds. They'd be like, "This is the greatest thing we've ever seen in our lives. Make that man president."
Right now, like as fans were left this way, after more than 770,000 people access the site at the same time
Wow.
for tickets to the Munich game.
Dude, I wouldn't even want to play there if I'm a player, to
Dude,
be
the
honest with
stadium
you.
probably holds what, like 70,000?
I probably.
Maybe because probably 65, 60,000. 770,000 people wanted to get tickets for the game.
Hold on. Well, let's see. Are they playing at Bayern Munich Stadium? Is that what you're
That's
saying?
probably
That's
what
what I'm
they're
assuming
gonna
it
go
would
after.
be. Let's see what it holds.
But like
Well,
I'm saying, that's
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
770,000 people wanted to go to Munich.
Or maybe it's all the Germans living there.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's probably just like, oh, we want to see a football game we've
Dude,
never seen in our entire lives. Yeah, I agree.
Forget London. You're not getting the English people to want to play football.
70,000.
Yeah, so that's what, over like
100%.
300,000.
1,000%. That's 1,000%
1,000%
capacity.
more.
It's 1,000% capacity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Forget London.
They can't
You're not going to get the English people to play football.
Go to Germany.
Germany is the spot you need to market towards if you're the NFL.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even want to, establish a league out there. I'm fine. I don't want to. It makes no sense to be having, these games over in London and stuff. I think it's ridiculous.
Exactly. You don't like the Munich game?
If you're going to do it, make it the first game of the year. It makes no
Make it a
sense.
preseason game.
It makes no sense to make these guys in the middle of the season have to travel all the way out there. It makes no sense. It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, because that's also one less home game for a team.
Yeah.
Well, the Jaguars.
Dude, there was talks of the Jaguars legitimately moving to London.
That's stupid.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You're really going to give England a team, but you're not going to give Canada or Mexico a team.
Yeah, Toronto could use a team right there.
I mean,
Time
Canada
out,
has the
time
Canadian
out, time
Football
out,
League.
time out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Canada makes sense. Do you think Mexico would want a football team? They want a basketball team. They legitimately want an NBA team. Makes sense in
Yeah.
Mexico City. Okay, but Canada makes more sense for a football
Yeah,
team
so
because they have.
they
a
they
league.
have the Canadian Football League, which is pretty big up there.
Yeah.
But you think if they did a Toronto team up in for football, that
have
would
the
that would
Bills.
sell out every game.
They have the Bills.
Yeah, but you really want to cross over the country? Every
There
time you
was
wanna watch a
talk.
game?
There legitimate. There was talks. I don't know if they were legitimate, but there was a possibility that the Buffalo Bills were going to become the Toronto Bills.
Well, apparently the Bills are still working out a stadium deal right now.
Imagine they go to Toronto.
I think the deal's close to being done. So
the
I think
Blue Jays
I
were
think
in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I think the Bills are going to be staying in Buffalo for the
They
long
might as
term.
well just call them the Twin Cities. You know? Just
Toronto and Buffalo.
Yeah,
There already are Twin Cities.
that's what I'm saying.
Minneapolis and St. Paul.
That's what I'm saying.
That's Twin Cities.
But they're the new one, the better one.
Have you ever been to Minneapolis?
Have you?
I've not.
What have
but-
you heard come out of Minneapolis that wasn't hockey related?
The Vikings.
Okay, that's it.
The Minneapolis
Sorry.
Lakers.
The Twins. The Twins.
Okay, but I'm just saying. I think you'd rather go to Toronto on vacation than Minneapolis, and don't lie to me.
I mean, I've been to Toronto. I really like Toronto, but I have to go to Minneapolis for myself to see. If
Okay,
it's good.
and I guarantee you're going to say Toronto's probably better.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
And you're probably I'm gonna go ahead.
I
and say
can't make inferences on places I've never been to.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. If I had to rank those 4 cities, Toronto's number 1. I'll give Minneapolis number 2. Buffalo's gonna be 3. And what's the last one?
St. Paul.
Come on, dude. I'm never gonna make it to St. Paul,
Well, St. Paul's right next to Minneapolis.
and I won't make it to it.
They're like connected by a bridge. So
I'd have to go.
So you see St. Paul in the distance. I'm just not gonna go.
Just
to it.
not going there. There's no point. And just like that, St. Paul viewership went down to 0.
St. Paul's like
We
you know
went
what,
from
and that's
2 to
the
a
day.
0.
Yeah, 2-0.
2 to 0.
No, it was like one person who
Half a person.
who listened to like
A guy
2
who hit
minutes.
one YouTube clip and just said, "I'm out of here." They disrespected the Paul.
St. Paul. You can't disrespect St. Paul like that.
Can't disrespect SP like that. How dare you, Mazz?
Yeah,
come on, buddy.
now.
Come on, guy.
Come on, guy.
Come on, eh?
Who's this New Jerseyan think he is?
New Jersey try to disrespect St. Paul, eh?
That was awful. If I had the board, you're in timeout for that one.
I got one question for you. Completely routing back to the running back rankings for Madden. Zeke is a top 10.
He is top 10.
They
Yep.
had to do it to him.
Number 10 at an 88 overall.
Can you give me the list?
All right, Zeke is 10.
Yay or nay
88.
with me? And
All right. So we're saying they're better than Zeke, or
yay is they're better than Zeke. Nay, they're not better than Zeke. Hit me
All right,
with
well,
it.
here's the 9 guys that are ahead of Zeke.
Start with number 1 and work your way
Well,
down.
Derrick Henry's a 97.
Yay.
Nick Chubb's a 96.
Yay.
For like the 3rd straight year. McCaffrey's a 96.
Yep.
Nay.
you're crazy.
Best abilities, availability. He doesn't play. Thank you. Next.
Zeke barely plays.
No, he plays. He's fine. What do you mean he barely plays?
Last few years, he's missed like.
He's been fine. He's played more
I'd
than
rather
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
He's
I'd
played
rather
more than McCaffrey. Next.
Jonathan Taylor,
Yep.
95.
Yay.
Dalvin Cook is 94.
Yay.
Mixon's a 93.
Yay.
Yeah.
Kamara's a 90.
He's not playing this season. Nay.
Wait, Kamara is lower than all those guys?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's wild. It's 'cause he's not
Kamara's
playing.
lower than Mixon
Dude,
and
time out.
Dalvin Cook.
Time out. Hold on. Kamara going into this season, I'm going with nay. He's missing a big chunk.
All right, but we're talking about just their skill level coming into this season.
I thought we were talking about this season. We've been doing it going off of going into this season.
I mean,
Well, Madden ratings are based off of the skill of the player.
you don't factor in what happens outside of football into your Madden ratings.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
talking
We're not
about?
what do you mean? You'd have to go in there and plug Kamara in there because of the suspension. He's not going to be in the starting roster.
So you're lowering a guy's overall like 5 points because he's
Yep.
not playing?
Yes.
Let's
That doesn't
go.
make any sense
No,
because
it doesn't.
the game does not factor into the football season.
It should. What do you mean? If you started your Madden franchise, right, and with all things considered, I think you'd have to manually put him in there.
But Madden ratings are affected by their actual skill, not by outside factors.
I don't think they are affected by their skill. Otherwise, Jamar Chase wouldn't be that low. All right.
Well, also,
So what else is going in there,
the
dude? It's
problem
not
with
just
that
skill.
the problem with that is Jamar was a rookie last year.
Okay.
And they don't like getting a guy from who's.
Now let me ask you a
He
question.
started what at 72 last year.
Is Myles Garrett better than T.J. Watt because he's a higher rated than him?
Well, I think Myles Garrett does more he does more in run stopping.
He doesn't do more on defense, that's for sure.
That's questionable.
What do you mean?
T.J. Watt pretty much
Can
just
defend the pass.
yeah. So can Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett is not defending the pass, dude.
But he could if he tried.
He probably
You
can.
don't know that. You don't know that.
He can do a windmill.
You
He
have
can do
no
a
clue.
pass.
Myles Garrett also is probably faster.
Probably stronger.
Yeah,
But he's not the
But
better
that's
defender.
what goes into those rankings.
I think those rankings are shenanigans.
That's
They
what I
are.
think too. I mean, I'm not
They're
like
shenanigans, dude.
I'm not like
Keep it going.
Here,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this real quick before
Yeah.
Connor keeps going. People put too much stock into Madden and 2K ratings.
100%.
They're not the biggest thing.
They don't matter at
Guys,
all.
I hate to break it to you, Jimmy Butler's better than your favorite basketball player. I said it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, he is my favorite basketball player, so
And all these
And
companies
he's better
do.
than the Jimmy
They
Butler
re-
you love.
I'm saying, all these companies do. They release these ratings just so people have something to talk about the game, generate hype for the game. That's all these are released for. And you know what? We buy into it because we're schmucks.
And we're talking about it. So here we are.
We are the schmucks.
Continue the list.
8 is Aaron Jones at 89.
Who?
Aaron Jones.
Who?
Packers. This guy's a schmuck. He
Who?
doesn't know Aaron Jones is.
Destroy your team.
I know who he is, and I'm yaying it.
And then Austin Eckler's an 88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's tied with Zeke.
Eckler's so
Eckler's
underrated.
tied with Zeke.
They're both 88.
That's
Eckler's
disrespectful.
so underrated,
Dude,
bro.
I'm going to be honest, though. We forget how good Zeke is. All right, because here's the thing that I've made this point. I don't know if we've talked about this on this show.
Oh, I got to get
but
one
I have
after.
to. What?
The linebackers. You want to know Micah's rating? I'll get to that.
Here's the thing about Zeke, right? Everybody that thinks that Tony Pollard's better than Zeke is delirious. Because here's the question. Here's how this works, right? When Zeke comes into the game, you know that he's a big part of their offensive scheme. He is a wide receiver back. He gets the ball a lot of touches. Okay? The second he comes into the game, teams literally, for their weekly plan of how to stop the Cowboys, how do we contain Zeke? Okay? Let Tony Pollard get his yards. We're not concerned about that because he's not seeing the ball enough. All right? Tony Pollard is not better than Zeke, dude. It's just like the attention is off of him, so he ends up in better situations. That's why he's looking better, but he's not a better talent. He should not be starting over Zeke. You're insane if you think that. Zeke is a guy who is legitimately, we were talking about being number 2 best running back in the NFL for quite some time now. Yeah. Okay? He's had like 2 bad seasons, one due to injury, the other one really due because he had Andy Dalton and everybody just was literally, hey, we shut down Zeke, we shut down the Cowboys. Okay? So come on now, give him a break. Continue with the linebackers.
All right, so I'm going to start with where Micah is, and then y'all can yay or nay the guys around him, right?
Oh, let's get
Where's
it.
Micah? Give me the number.
He's
What's
88 overall.
Okay, okay, I'm fine with
Micah
that.
No, because Micah Parsons, if he's 88, there's going to be a lot more guys above him.
I'm kind of... Hit me with the list.
All right, I won't tell you if they're higher or lower. You have to just guess. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, Bobby Wagner.
Higher.
Yeah.
He's 91. He's higher.
He should be higher.
Okay.
He's sustained success. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Sustained success, yeah.
Yeah.
Fred Warner.
Who?
The guy in the
49ers middle linebacker, Fred Warner.
Nah, Micah's better.
I'm saying Micah.
Micah's better.
He's actually the number 1 linebacker in Madden at a 94.
Wild.
Wow. So Micah's 3?
I didn't say that.
Keep it going.
Roquan Smith.
I love Roquan Smith. He's not better than Micah Parsons.
He is above him in 89.
That is nuts. I love Roquan Smith. He is a great open field tackler. He is not better than Micah Parsons.
Eric Kendricks.
Not better than Micah
Not better
Parsons.
than...
They're tied at 88.
That's crazy. That can't be possible.
Devin White.
No, he's not better.
Not
than
better
Micah.
than both.
Yeah, he's lower by 3. He's 85.
Okay.
Levante David. His
Not
teammate.
Better. Not better.
92.
What?
I like
92.
Levante David. He's good in that Buccaneers system, but Micah Parsons can rush the quarterback. He could drop back in pass coverage.
Please
he could
just
stop
take
the
over
run.
for me. I'm loving this. Come
like,
on. Keep giving me it.
I mean, I don't know. These are just to create controversy. I'm done with Madden ratings, bro. That's all they are. They're just for controversy.
Dude, what is with the guy only had 1 season, so we're just going to be like, we're not sold on him. We're just going to give him an 88. How...
Like Micah Parsons,
God
Jamar
forbid
Chase.
we give them their flowers.
I said Micah Parsons and Jamar Chase are probably already top 5 of their positions already.
Just give them 90s, dude.
Darius Leonard.
Not bad.
I like Darius Leonard. I think he might be higher.
He's a 90, yeah.
I don't think he's...
Micah is the 7th ranked linebacker.
That's
Fred Warner.
I'm upset about that.
He was, second in Defensive Player of the Year last year?
Yes.
He was Fred Warner. Demario Davis is 2nd at 93 overall also. And then it's David, Bobby Wagner, Darius Leonard, Roquan Smith, then Micah Parsons.
That's right. He's going to ball out over all of them this year. Just watch.
I believe you. 100%.
Kid's a stud. Micah Parsons is like the one Cowboys player that everybody can be like, okay, yeah, we'll concede. That kid's a monster.
DeMarcus Lawrence has a higher rating.
What is he, a 90?
Yep. He's a 90.
All right. They should just swap those 2 ratings and I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence,
Should be an 88.
and then
Micah should be a 90.
That's great. Yeah. Yep. I agree with that.
Thank you.
But like Madden, we all know this
Who cares?
Is just
Yeah,
for-
who cares?
Who cares?
Apparently we do.
This
We're
is-
talking about it.
This is just something that we like to sort of. Let's be honest. NFL is not.
There's no news right now.
There's no news going on.
not a
Hey,
thing.
I got actually something we can talk about, right?
Okay, go for it.
I actually heard this the other day on Sports Talk Radio. I'm not shouting out any shows because they don't deserve it. They don't pay me nothing. Who do you guys think is going to have the bigger impact for the Giants this year out of their 2 rookies?
What are the 2 rookies?
Neal and Thibodeau.
Neal and Thibodeau.
Evan Neal.
Who do you think who do you think is gonna have the better career?
Neal.
Is my question. I think Neal. Kid's 6'7", dude.
Bigger impact.
I think they need him to be
yeah,
better than
He's
bigger
the best
impact
tackle
for
in the
sure
draft.
because The Giants' biggest flaw these past years is their offensive line is
And
Swiss
quarterback.
cheese. Actually, just no cheese at all. Just straight holes. No cheese at all.
Yeah, Solar
Yep.
has really brought down that entire room, and he's been getting paid crazy amount of money. Now that isn't he gone now?
Like their
Solder?
defensive line, they still have Leonard Williams. They've had great defensive tackles, so it's not like that's their biggest flaw. So Thibodeau will help, but they already have a good defensive line. The offensive line is just,
I mean, they have a 6'7" monster.
and now they have a 6'7" monster. They didn't before.
That guy should
Now
have
they
been the #1 overall pick.
Evan Neal.
Yeah.
The number one overall
I should be.
pick.
I think it
was
should
the
be.
number one overall
It was
pick?
Trayvon
Walker.
from Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
It should have been Aiden Hutchinson.
Should have been Neil. The dude is 6'7".
I don't know. I think Aiden Hutchinson's got that J.J. Watt potential.
I'm going to tell you right now, the kid who went #1 overall is going to be better than Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
He's a better athlete.
Well, he's a middle linebacker. Aiden Hutchinson's just a purely edge rusher.
No, the dude that went from Georgia's,
That's what I said. He's inside linebacker.
no. He's a defensive tackle. He played,
Trayvon Walker?
Did he not?
He's an edge. Trayvon Walker's an edge.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he plays inside linebacker sometimes too. He can
Dude,
flex
they
there.
used him as basically like a defense. He is an edge rusher, but they moved him basically taking like at like the inside like gap. You know what I'm saying? Kinda
Yeah,
like,
he's flexible. He can play different
yeah,
spots.
dude, he's a monster, and that's why his numbers weren't up because they were using him to blow up the center like that.
Well,
dude.
the reason why
now
he-
just allowing this kid to just come off the edge, monster.
No, the reason why he was #1 was because of his combine.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is what like this kid is gonna be. The fact that he's going to be allowed to just come off the edge now is gonna be a monster. Yes.
I just like Hutchinson's ability to.
Get to the
Yeah,
quarterback.
in college he showed it, and I like sometimes when you have that ability to just do it in college and you have different. You've done it before. Like,
I don't know, dude. He might
Well-
give me Luka Garza vibes where college might be easier than the pros than him.
But football's different. Football sometimes football translates better.
Does it though?
Do you think
Jamarcus Russell.
No, because football competition, most of the guys, if you are playing in the Big Ten or the SEC, most of the guys you're playing up against are going to the NFL.
I raise you, Johnny Manziel.
Well, Johnny Manziel was unpolished.
I raise you, Baker Mayfield. No, I'm joking there,
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Baker Mayfield is
The
not
Giants.
good.
dude. He's not awful.
Here's the thing. I don't hate Baker Mayfield as much anymore because he's out of my division.
But
I used to hate him when he was on the Browns because
those commercials were awful.
those commercials, one, and I didn't think he was that good. And people would always try to talk about how good he was. And I'm like, he's not that good. But now that he's in Carolina, I don't care about him anymore.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's okay. He's
Fair.
not. He's a top 15 quarterback. Outside looking in.
And I don't care about him anymore. I don't have to worry about him. He's in Carolina now.
Why is your voice getting high like that?
Because
Like you don't even believe
passionate
what you're
about it.
saying.
He's passionate about
no,
it.
No, because he wants to be like, I don't care about him, but no, he was
does,
associated
deep
with
down.
the Browns, so I hate him.
and people really thought he was that good. And I didn't think so.
The Panthers play the Browns week
Well, I mean,
1.
is Deshaun Watson not that good?
Oh no, he's good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that.
Just a
Deshaun
bad
Watson-
guy, but-
he's not a good person, but he is a very
Allegedly.
good
Okay, you know, we got to get into this one last time.
because the verdict's gonna come out soon about his suspension. I think it's sometime this week. They said.
Dude,
it's supposed to come out.
I don't want to defend the guy in any way, shape, or form, but I mean, 2 courts threw it out. So what does the suspension look like, and how do you justify giving the suspension if nothing came out from it?
Yeah.
Granted,
That's
he paid some people off.
The legal side of it shows that he probably shouldn't get a suspension.
Yeah, I mean, the legal 2 courts threw it out. The only thing that he did is that he paid out some settlements. That doesn't look good.
So yeah, they said so. Deshaun Watson's camp came out and said that if he is to get suspended, he will sue the NFL.
Well, I
and the
heard-
Players Association is going to back him.
Yeah. So this is weird. This is getting very.
Interesting.
But here's the thing.
But like not in like the good sense. This is like.
yeah.
But here's the
whoa,
thing.
interesting.
I want to say because if he does end up suing, this year wouldn't be a suspension.
It'll be next season.
Yeah, because the court won't happen until midway through
But
the
can
season.
he play?
No. So if the
So he's
suspension holds,
missing out.
that's what I'm saying. So if he sues the NFL during the season, his suspension won't happen, and he loses the lawsuit, he will lose on this year and he'll lose on next year.
So he'll get 3 years off of playing because he didn't play last season.
So
Pretty
if
much.
you're not that any of us would, God forbid, ever be in that because we're not bad people.
I'm not.
Here's my question: what would you take as a deal? What do you think's a fair suspension? Is what I should say for everything considered.
I don't know. I don't know.
I have
this
no
is
clue.
unprecedented.
This is the weirdest thing we've ever seen. Normally, listen, the guy did it. Okay. We're pretty sure he did it,
But we don't know.
but there's no... 2 courts threw it out.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of becoming like a witch hunt, and it's getting so weird.
The only thing I could somewhat relate this situation to is Deflategate. That's like it's not like it's
Do
the
you
same
mean
gravity.
that in terms of like the lack of proof? Is that what you mean by
the
that?
lack of proof? They gave him suspension.
Because
Tom Brady sued
obviously
anyway.
Anthony knows that this is a much more
Yeah,
serious.
that's
He's
what I'm
not
saying.
taken away from
But
that.
I'm talking like in terms of like
I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was a ridiculous suspension. You know?
yeah, like
and the lack of
and here's
proof.
the thing. That's what I'm saying. If Tom Brady can't even beat the NFL in a lawsuit,
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson stands no chance.
I mean, what's that famous line from the OJ trial? If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Like, there's I'm sorry, but like, it's coming down to a they said he said situation, and you need more than that. I think. I mean, the court said you need more than that to prosecute him.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I'm rocking with Deshaun. I'm just saying like
It's not looking like
this is weird.
yeah.
Makes no sense. I don't ever want to talk about this ever again.
I don't want to talk about it.
I want the suspension to come out already, and let's move on.
Yeah.
It's close.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
It's
Connor, it is close.
It's close.
It's close.
You're almost there.
That's
Come on.
our
That's
just
Connor's
keep-
contribution.
Listen.
our residential
Just
sound effect
keep-
board.
Just keep holding on. It's almost there.
Yeah, it's
almost there.
Dude, I don't know.
It's almost done.
Listen, I know Browns fans that have left the organization over this.
Yeah. Well, your cousin.
My cousin dipped.
What's he feeling now?
We're waiting on that.
I
He's
go on
looking
like
for a new team?
you go on like Brown's Twitter, man, and you just see like I just want this to be over.
So here's what we're on, right?
Let's make him a Dolphins fan.
No, this is what's going on. He has it limited down to some teams. He's going with the new one. He's going to be announcing it at our family fantasy draft on Memorial Day weekend.
Baltimore.
Is it Memorial Day?
Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend. Thank you. On Labor Day weekend, and I think it's down to, I think the Colts, the Jaguars, the Atlanta Falcons, and I think the Chargers.
Well, hopefully he didn't choose the Falcons.
Why those four?
I think none of them. I think a couple of them don't have Super Bowl, have big games.
No, you didn't
Couple
say it.
of
You
them
didn't say
don't
it.
have big
Didn't say
games.
it. Didn't say it. You're good.
And I just think he's rocking with somebody that's not going to be like overpowering per se. But
Well,
that's
Falcons
why
are
that's
not
why
gonna be
that's why I said
overpowering.
the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers are going to pull it out. I think he's going to be rocking with Jacksonville if I had my say.
Boo.
Wow, I feel bad for him. He goes from one tortured fan to another.
One tortured fan base to another tortured
I mean,
fan
he was a
base.
Cowboys fan growing up, so like 3.
What? So he's not loyal.
No,
So you're saying this guy just bounces around? I mean,
bounces-
here's the thing, I started as a
he's like
Viking
a
fan.
reverse bandwagon fan, dude.
Reverse bandwagon.
I started as a Viking fan, and then I went to the Ravens, but I haven't moved since then. So if you move more than twice,
And that was the day that he broke his father's heart.
Yeah. That was the day.
Don't say it like that. What are you doing?
It's okay.
You're gonna break it.
No, I would never do that.
Here we are, 1 minute on Ant and Mazz in the midday here at 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair, Ant and Mazz in the midday.
I hope in the midday, and I hope that we gave you guys some good sports content on a day where there's no sports.
There's no sports. This is the one day there's no. We have
We
a
are
WNBA
sports.
game.
We have a WNBA game, but we don't have any like the other 4 major sports going on.
Are they playing at? They're playing at 12. They're playing now.
That's right now, yeah.
Why are they playing now? There's nothing going on. Give them a prime spot.
Yeah, exactly.
ESPN, put them on.
What isn't there like a soccer game today or something like Man City or something like that playing tonight?
I don't think so. It's preseason for that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're not.
Whoa, wait. So they just had their championship and now they're just going right to preseason already?
What do you mean they had their championship?
Didn't they have their championship like a month ago?
No, it's been some time. There's just, dude, you got to remember international and all that stuff. Like, soccer, dude, soccer players are monsters, dude. They just play year round. Because the second you go from the club, you go to the country, and then if you win
They're
games,
well-conditioned, man.
you know they're ridiculous. But here we are, 4 seconds, 3, 2,
Two, one.
1,
So
2
everyone-
claps in a Ric Flair.
Woo! Next week I'll be on vacation. Mazz will be taking over.
Let's go.
Ant's coming.
I'm not coming up here. But I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye,
Here at
y'all.
Mazz in the midday. See ya.